Welcome to the Inland Sports Show. Your leader in sports in the Inland Empire.
The Riverside.
Now, here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Cuter than a rat tail and two puppies. You're going to love today's Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 a.m. Jeff, those are two of my most favorite things, rat tails. Did you have a rat tail when you were a kid?
No, I would have been, my backside would have been beat by my dad.
I think I tried, but if I grow my hair out, I know you can't tell this, but if I grow my hair out, it's actually really curly.
It is?
Yeah, so if I tried to go a rat tail, it would just all curl up. And it wouldn't go anywhere.
Oh, yeah, they're the worst.
But I love rat tails. And
what?
I love puppies. I'm a dog guy.
How do you like rat tails? What are you,
Cool.
a guy of the 80s or
They're
what?
They're cool, man. You wear, like, checkered Vans. You grow out a rat tail. You have your TNC surf shirt on, cut off jeans. Like, that's the style.
No. No.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
when we were kids, we had buddies that had rat tails. We'd go up behind them and just yank them on the ground.
No.
Yeah, you just pull on it because you only have a few hairs, so you pull on it real hard, and they fall on their back.
See, you're the problem, because rat tails are very rare, and they should be celebrated.
They should not be celebrated. It's like mullets. You think mullets should be celebrated?
Sure.
Stop it.
Yeah, they should be.
Did you ever have a mullet?
Again, even if I tried, it would just curl up like hockey hair. Like, it would just...
Did you have a hockey hair mullet? A curled mullet?
So you're like Napoleon Dynamite.
See, like, but mostly in the back. It's kind of weird. Like, it's mostly in the back. So if I tried to grow my hair out, it would just kind of like.
Yeah, you might have curly hair, but there's nothing compared to Baby Luke.
Oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not Baby Luke, but I'm close.
Did you have a mustache in high school?
No, but I could almost grow a sideburn.
You could?
Almost in high school.
I honestly didn't start shaving until I was in college. Not at all.
Yeah, pretty much me too.
I was like and then when I had literally like a month where I was drop dead gorgeous. A month.
There was 1 month in your life?
1 month in my life where I looked in the mirror and I went, damn, you're good looking. You are one good looking SOB. And then guess what? I started losing my hair.
You did?
Yeah, I mean, there was a time where I had a six pack. I had big, good size arms. And I was like, yeah, this is what life is supposed to be. And then I looked in the mirror one day and I said, wait a sec, what is that? Wait a second.
Why is there hair in my comb?
And then I went, wait a second, look at the shower. And I went, no. But there was 1 month in my life where I might have been in the top 5% of the population of good looks.
Best looking guys alive.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, there is photo evidence of this.
Did you take lots of photos in that 1 month?
Yeah, that 1 month I was
good?
all over the place. I was taking headshots. I was doing everything.
Glamour shots.
Oh.
You were excited.
I was. And
for
then
that 1 month.
Yeah, but
and it's been downhill ever since.
Well, I remember playing college basketball, and I remember the entire gym. There's several thousand people in the gym. And I shaved my head. Did I ever tell you this story?
No.
The reason I shaved my head, and I've never gone back, I've never done the comb over, even though the comb over might be kind of cool. I was thinking about doing that, but then I'm weird. No, I wouldn't do that. I was playing college basketball, and I remember the entire arena was chanting, Rogaine.
To you?
Rogaine.
Wait, where was this at? What school? What city?
I think it was Montana, University of Montana.
It was?
I think it was. Was it Montana? No, was it Montana? It might have been Montana. And I just remember hearing 8,000 people, 10,000 people, all chanting. Well, I'm at the free throw line. Rogaine.
Was this with BYU?
Rogaine. Yeah. And honest to goodness, I looked at myself that night as I was in the locker room. And I started to cry. No joke, because when somebody tells you that and you're 20 years old, you're gonna cry.
It breaks your heart.
It broke my damn heart.
Yeah.
So I went, got back to the dorm. Buddy of mine had some clippers. I shaved it off. Never grew it back, ever. It bothers me that much. And then you know what really bothers me is that my kids are always gonna have hair, always.
Because it's the mom's side of the family, isn't it?
It's my Smetty Smeds. Dad has a full head of hair. So
That's good news for your kids.
No, it's not. They need to go through a little bit of
they need a traumatic experience like you had?
Yes, they do. I hope maybe one of them is a big giant, has a big belly, and something. Something's got to be wrong with my kids because they're too good looking, and they make fun of me all the time, and I'm a little sad right now.
But yesterday you were all happy and lovable.
Yeah, but
man, things change.
I'm very, very, very up and down. And today I'm a little down because you mentioned rat tail. I was never allowed to have a rat tail. We talked about hair.
Well, we love the rat tail. In fact, if you really wanted to, Jeff, you could grow a rat tail.
Yeah, but it would look.
You still could. You could. Think about it.
Then I could go hang out in the airports and go, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Hare.
You'll have nothing on top, but you'll have a rat tail. In fact, I can think of someone who has something very similar to that.
Who's that?
I'm not going to say his name on the air.
Somebody we know?
Look, it's a bad. Yeah, we both know him.
We do?
Yeah.
And he's got something like that?
He enjoys his vegetables.
He enjoys his vegetables.
Rat tails, puppies, and a lot of sports on this edition of the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Brought to you by Spoiled. Quick quality oil change. You'll be spoiled by great customer service and low prices. I'm going to whisper something to Jeff right now. Hey, now you know who it is.
Yeah.
Listen, every 3,000 or 5,000 miles, get on over to Spoiled. Get your oil change, get some wiper blades, you get a mint, you get a flower on the way out. We love you, Spoiled. Quick quality oil change. In fact, Bill Navigado, who owns Spoiled, his son Drew Navigado was just named the Cuesta College, that's in San Luis Obispo, the Cuesta College Athlete of the Year. He was the Conference Baseball Player of the Year.
Wow.
I don't know where he's going yet, but if you're Gary Adcock and you're listening right now, which I know he's not because they're playing Dixie State right now at CBU in St. George, Utah before CBU, it'd be pretty nice to have double the Navigados.
Dual Navigados.
Dueling Navigados at Cal Baptist.
I didn't know there was more than one. How many are there?
There's lots of Navigados.
Well, growing up, there was a bunch of Navigados. There was Dr. Navigado and his clan. His clan of children. They were all over.
They're running all over the place. We got a big show here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Maybe nothing bigger today than the Players' Championship. We don't talk enough golf on this show. Right now, they are underway. In fact, a lot of guys are in the clubhouse. But the guys that we're focusing on are still on the course. Right now, Tiger Woods, and I know everyone's curious, he's at 1 under par. Not too bad, but the leaders were hovering, at 6 under par, I think?
7.
7 now.
Matt Kuchar and Sergio Garcia.
El
Nino,
See?
7 under.
Okay.
But he still has a few more holes.
So Tiger Woods at 1 under par. Phil Mickelson, I think he was at +2?
He is at +2.
Holy smokes. Ricky Fowler, that third guy in that same group, the superstar group we're calling it. In soccer, they call it the group of death. When you have all these good teams together, we'll call this the group of death for golf. Ricky Fowler, it was at 1 over, right?
He is now even.
He's pulled even.
On the 15th hole.
And then our guy Brendan Steele, the pride of UC Riverside, the pride of him at high school. He's at 1 under par, so he's actually the same as Tiger Woods right now.
They are the same.
They're like the same guy.
The exact same dude.
So we will keep an eye on the Players' Championship as it unfolds the first round today. Also, a lot of baseball to get to. The Dodgers taking on the Cincinnati Reds tonight. LA will send Walker Buehler back to the mound. He's been fantastic. 2-0 record. His ERA barely over 1. I mean, barely. 1.13 is his earned run average right now. So Walker Buehler's been fantastic.
Buehler.
And the Dodgers won last night. I mean, they beat first place Arizona 6-3. They avoided the sweep. They salvaged that final game of the series. Yasiel Puig. 2 nights ago, he was rehabbing with Rancho Cucamonga. Remember? You know when he went from the plate, Jeff? Remember when he went?
0 for 4.
0 for 4. He gets back to the Dodgers. What does he do? 3 for 4, scored 2 runs.
Look at old Puig.
Don't freak out about the rehab assignments. Don't freak out about spring training. I think we've all learned our lesson. If you've learned anything from the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, it's that spring training and rehab assignments, don't use that as a barometer for the regular season. Shohei Ohtani proved it wrong. Yasiel Puig's proven it wrong. Don't use it as a barometer. Clayton Kershaw, he's proven it wrong. In fact, we might see him with Rancho Cucamonga again. Remember, he's got tendinitis in his bicep. That doesn't sound good.
See, and I don't know if he actually goes and pitches in the minors. I don't think they goes down for assignment, does he? Or does he just pitch?
Oh, I've covered him with Rancho Cucamonga.
Really?
Yeah.
I would think maybe he would just pitch a couple
Guy hit a home
games.
run off of him last time in the minors.
Oh, maybe you don't want to do that because his confidence right now is probably not too good. He's had his worst starts in.
He's like, my bicep hurts. I'm 1-4. My team stinks. Is that what he's saying, Clayton Kershaw?
That's exactly what he's saying. I don't want to mess with his psyche. He's on a contract year too. Holy cow!
To cash in, he's still the best in the game.
I hope so.
So Yasiel Puig, okay, he goes 0-4 for Rancho Cucamonga, but he bounces back 3-4 for the Dodgers last night. Big win against first place Arizona. Our guy, the Riverside Paulie Bear, Austin Barnes, 1-for-3. He scored twice. So the Dodgers back on track, and now they've got the Reds, who are pretty much the worst team of baseball, coming into town. So that's good.
So 8 back have a shot to move themselves up. They just got to play good, solid baseball against a really, really bad Cincinnati Reds team.
They should sweep Cincinnati.
Hey, maybe they'll get to play against our guy, Harvey.
Matt Harvey, the Dark Knight.
He might be playing.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
He's with Cincinnati.
Yeah.
They got to roll him out sometime.
Sometime.
The Angels back home tonight, too, against the Minnesota Twins. Big 11-game homestand for the Halos. We're going to talk about this later in the show because they've got the Twins, and they've also got the Rays at the end of the homestand. But they got the Houston Astros in the middle. Sandwiched between the Twins and the Rays is Houston. I know it's only May, but for this early in the season, that's kind of a big series.
Well, it's a big series. All three are big series because they're a half a game out right now. Houston's played a couple extra games. The Angels have a shot to distance themselves a little bit. Not a lot, but hey, just say Houston loses a couple. The Angels beat the Twins. They beat Houston. Then they have a shot. You want to buffer. You want to have a nice buffer going into June because it gets a little dicey after June. You know that.
Buffering is bad on a computer, not too bad when you're actually playing baseball. Need a little buffer.
A little buffer. Got to have something, especially in June. You can't go to June down 10 games, 12 games. You got to stay in the mix.
And that's what the Dodgers are trying to do right now. Not fall too far behind. You got to stay at least in the hunt.
They're 8 back. Not bad, but you got to try to get that deficit at the end of June. You got to get it close.
To the NBA playoffs, and we're all set for the conference finals. No doubt. Boston moving on. They win Game 5 against Philadelphia, 114-112. It was a real slobber knocker as the Celtics come out on top by 2. So now they advance to take on LeBron James and the Cavaliers, the Eastern Conference Finals. LeBron trying to make it 8 straight appearances in the NBA Finals. And Jeff, the first thing you walked in here, what you said to me was, after you said thank you for the Piolín mug and the coffee, was, hey, I think Boston's got a chance.
I think Boston has a real good chance, and the reason being is that these guys played each other last year. I don't think they're that scared of LeBron James. I think that's been the biggest problem. That was Toronto's biggest problem, is that they were scared of him. I think Boston is so well coached, even though their coach did not get a single vote for Coach of the Year.
What?
Not a single
Brad Stevens
vote.
didn't?
He got
When did
0
they vote
votes.
on this?
It's already been the coach for the Raptors, who just lost.
What?
Was the NBA Coach of the Year.
Dwayne Casey, who got bounced.
Was bounced and will probably be fired, was the Coach of the Year. Stevens got 0 votes. I think that's probably the biggest travesty we've seen, is that not one coach in the NBA voted for him as their peer.
Here's the problem. Why do they vote so early? They take a look at the regular season, but I think the playoffs carry more weight than the regular season.
I think you do a lot more coaching, especially when you're, playoff basketball is a lot different than regular season basketball. It is a smash mouth type games. You've got to adjust on the fly, and we've seen him adjust on the fly several times against a very, very good and young, athletic Philadelphia team, and he got 0 votes.
I'll even say this. If LeBron James and the Cavaliers win the whole thing, they win the NBA title, I would give LeBron James the Coach of the Year award.
Stop that.
I would do it. Don't make me do it. I will do it. I would give it straight to LeBron James.
Coach of the Year, my butt.
Come
There's
on.
no
You think
way.
Tyronn Lue's calling the shots?
I think he is.
Do you think he is?
I think if he calls them wrong, LeBron yells at him, but
gives him a dirty look.
Yeah, but no, I'm just not sold I think a lot.
Wait, hold on. Do you think he subs out LeBron, or LeBron tells him when he needs a break?
LeBron tells him when he needs a break.
Yeah.
But here's what I do think. I think we've overhyped, and LeBron's right now playing the best basketball of anybody in the world. But I think we've overhyped him. I think we've overhyped that they won.
He's the second best player of all time.
Stop it.
Are we gonna go back to that?
But I think he's overhyped, and in the sense that they're saying it's just him and him alone.
Yes.
Well,
Saturday Night Live did a whole skit on it.
I understand that, but Boston's a very good team, very well coached. I think they're more balanced than any team they played. I think they lose.
See, that's why I love the series, because Boston is the epitome of a team.
Yes.
Great coach, great team. Cleveland is the opposite end of the spectrum. They are a superstar-centered team, and that's it. You know what I mean? Is it going to be the superstar, or is it going to be the team? It's really, we're looking at two different things, apples and oranges right now.
Well, I am going to go with the Boston Celtics. I know I'm going to be the only guy out there.
Wait, hold on. This is the guy, this is the Jeff Gorham guy who would score 40 points per game, never saw a shot he didn't like.
No.
You're going with the team instead of the superstar.
Yes, wow. I am. I'm going with Boston. And I could be wrong, and I could be yelled at next week.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Stop it. I am not a pathetic loser. I think the team is going to win. I think we're going to see a Boston Celtics, Golden State Warriors championship.
I would love to see that, but it's a year early. I want to see Boston at full strength.
No, and being that I hate
They'll
Boston,
get swept.
I hate Boston more than anybody. I do. Because I'm a Laker fan.
You don't even like Boston baked beans.
Oh, they're okay. They're okay. I got to be in a mood for them. But I will say this about Boston Celtics. If I want them to win the world championship so bad, because I want to see what they do with Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
You say, we don't need you guys.
Why would they?
I don't know.
They could get some extra guys for either one of those dudes. And then, of course, the Lakers are going to come up. They're going to get really good. They're going to play Boston. That's my goal. And then the Lakers.
Sound like you said the Lakers were going to get really good.
They're going to get really good. And then next year, Lakers Boston World Championship again. And we're going to
next year.
You
got Melo.
No, we don't have Melo.
You got the middle ball.
No, we don't have the middle ball. We don't have any balls.
You got the middle ball.
No balls. No Lonzo. I don't want him anymore.
Because Lonzo's still under contract. You have one ball.
Oh, God, he better start lifting a weight. That guy hasn't seen a weight.
He's a little guy.
He needs to lift. If he wants to be good, he's got to lift. I'm tired of the balls.
All right, we're gonna come back to the NBA in our next segment. There's too much to get to here. It's like an onion. It's going to make us cry. There's lots of layers to it. But a couple news and notes from the Diamond right now. Cal Baptist baseball, big series to finish up the regular season at Dixie State. Doubleheader. They just lost game one by a score of 9-8.
Come on.
Yeah, they were down 8-4 in the ninth inning. The Lancers roared back. They scored 4 to tie it up. But then in the bottom of the ninth, Dixie State pushed across the winning run. So Dixie State wins game one of the doubleheader today against CBU 9-8. Game two already underway in St. George, Utah. Proud to report CBU on top, 2-0 in the second inning. We'll see if the Lancers can get it done out there in Pac West play. And the softball playoffs have already started for the NCAA Division II tournament. CBU with a big win against UC San Diego, 3-1. Haley Rosario, the pride of San Bernardino, Redlands High School graduate, big 2-run single. The difference in that game against UC San Diego. So now CBU will play the winner of Chico State and Northwest Nazarene tomorrow. This tournament going on at Chico State. Cal State San Bernardino also in the NCAA tournament. Their regional is at Concordia University down here in Irvine.
Ooh, nice place.
Coyotes lost to Dixie State 5-4.
Dang you, Dixie State.
Yeah, it's a double elimination tournament, so Cal State San Bernardino will be back. They'll play the loser of Concordia and Art U, as they call it, the Academy of Art, tomorrow.
The Mimes?
The Mimes.
Stop it.
They're good at softball. It's brought to you by Ken Sporting Goods. More than 40 years in the Inland Empire, bringing you all of your sporting gear needs. Plus Letterman's jackets. They do team sales, too. No order too big, too small. They'll do the embroidery, the screen printing, whatever you might need. Maybe it's just a baseball mitt. Maybe it's just cleats. They'll hook it up. That's Ken Sporting Goods in Horsetown, USA, Norco, California, or visit them online at kensportinggoods.com. If you would like to advertise with us here on the Inland Sports Show, it's easy. Just shoot us an email, inlandsportshow@gmail.com, and say, hey, Pep and Jeff, I'm curious. What's your show all about? I'd like to get our local company on, the local sports leader. We want to be a part of that. Just send us an email, inlandsportsshow@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. When we come back, yes, we will go back to the NBA playoffs because we got to talk. You can't talk NBA without Jeff's boy, Meek Mill.
What are you talking about?
He's a good guy. We're going to talk about.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Stop it.
Come on.
Stop!
Meek Mill. When we come back, the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajelco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Welcome back to the one and only Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. So happy you could join us here on this Thursday. This segment is brought to you by our dear friends at Boost Performance Training. We're talking about Coach Ray Bass. Listen, you guys, you got to follow them on Instagram and Twitter. Ray Bass has been putting out there on social media very inspirational training tips. Makes you want to go out there and run around and sweat it up and lift heavy things. You can do it all at Boost Performance Training. Any sport, any level, youth, high school, college, pro, doesn't matter. You can go check out Ray Bass at Boost Performance Training. Again, follow them on social media. See all the cool things they are doing out there. Hey, Jeff, we're going to talk NBA. But first, the hotline's blinging.
What do you mean the hotline's
Let's go to the hotline because today's a very special day. In fact, maybe we should get intern Cullen behind one of these microphones. Can you grab that mic carefully, Jeff, over the computer? Let's go to the Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change Celebrity Hotline. He's a member of our team, but we don't see him too much because he's always out on the road doing the dirty work, covering all these games. It's the great Darrell Trujillo. Darrell, how's it going?
Hey, Pat. Hey, guys. Not too bad. Enjoying a rare Thursday afternoon off the path.
Hey, you know, today, we haven't talked about it yet. Today is Cullen's last day with us, for 3 months at least, and he's going to go do some baseball. He's going to be the play-by-play man in South Dakota or Minnesota, or where is it?
Canada.
North Dakota. He's going to North Dakota for the Saber Dogs. And, Darrell, you just wanted to pass along your best wishes, right, to Cullen for the summer.
Yeah, congratulations on the opportunity, Cullen. We know you'll kill it out there in North Dakota, and we can't wait for you to come back and share some exciting stories.
Now, Darrell, what have you been covering? We've been going on the website, and every single day there's multiple stories from Darrell Trujillo. Darrell, what's on the agenda? What have you written in the last week?
Let's see. Yesterday I covered the Big 8 clinching win for Corona Baseball at Santiago. Tuesday, I covered Murrieta Mesa's Southwestern League ceiling softball win against Murrieta Valley. Let's see. Go back to last week. I covered some Ambassador League softball as Linfield Christian knocked off Aquinas.
Yeah, see, Darrell's been really busy, but listen, Jeff, you're throwing him a curveball. This is about Cullen today.
It's always
about Cullen. So, hey, Darrell, if you were going to, because you know, Cullen's a young man here. How old? 18?
18, barely.
He barely entered this world. So, Darrell, give Give Cullen some worldly advice as he leaves home for the first time. He's going to be living on his own, 1,000 miles away, maybe 2,000 miles away. North Dakota is very far. Give him some advice as he journeys out onto his own for the first time.
I would say routines are everything, and just be you, and you'll fit in just fine out there.
Darrell, I got to ask, can you go back to the routines part? What does that mean? What does that look like in your life, Darrell?
Make sure you're waking up at the same time. You're waking up at the same time, eating at the same time, trying to go to bed at the same time. The life of a journalist, that's not exactly the easiest thing to do. But for me, routines are everything. I fill out my scorebooks at the same time if I'm going to cover a game every morning. If I'm scorekeeping basket, it's following the routine.
And take as much free food as you can.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I have a little bit of advice for Cullen.
You do?
Yeah. When you're out on the road for routine, drink heavily after the 7th inning.
He's only 18.
So what? He's in North Dakota. They have different rules.
They do.
Go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning after your hot dates and wake up about 11:30, 12 in the afternoon and eat nothing but bacon fat, and French toast.
And gluten. There's the land of gluten.
The land of gluten. So, yeah,
Lots of gluten.
Drink heavily after the 7th inning. Don't party too hard with the ladies, and sleep as long as you can.
Hey, Pep, you want me to bring you back some gluten as a souvenir?
I bet you it's a very special high-octane gluten.
A jar of gluten.
Like super gluten.
Like, even looking at it, my family would probably run for the hills.
I just want to know what gluten actually looks like. Is it just wheat?
It's real gluten-y.
Is it just wheat?
It's in wheat. Barley, oats.
I just want to know exactly what it is. Is it a
I don't know if you'd call
tangible
it
thing?
like a chemical. I don't know what you'd call it.
I'm very confused because it's very new and high tech.
Hey, Darrell, what's next for you? What are you doing next for the Inland Sports Show?
Might be on the trail tomorrow covering Heritage at Paloma as the Patriots attempt to close out the Sun Belt League baseball title. But other than that, it's CIF playoff time. Monday, I'll have reaction from some of the area's coaches and a couple of preview articles, softball and baseball. The softball pairings are out, and the baseball pairings are out at even. Look previews shortly thereafter.
All right, Darrell, thanks for checking in, brother. We appreciate it, and as we celebrate Cullen today. Thanks, Darrell.
You're welcome, guys. Best of luck, Cullen. Safe travels.
Thanks, Darrell.
Darrell Trujillo, our reporter extraordinaire, always on the path to the biggest games around the IE. But again, it's about Cullen today. It's not about me. It's not about Greg Holla, even though money don't sleep. It's not about you, Jeff.
I had a really hard time today coming in.
Are you choking up?
A little bit.
Your eyes look a little watery.
A little bit. Because, I pride myself on being a good father. I joke around, the smart guy. But
flexible.
Let's pull the curtain back a little bit.
Okay, pull it all the way back.
There are only a few things that matter to me in this world.
Only a couple.
Smetty Smed and my children. And I look at Cullen, and he's one of my children, and I'm going to miss him deeply. In fact, I might cry.
You're all choked up.
I'm going to miss him.
Your eyes are all watery. They're a little red.
Well, that's from the pollen outside.
Oh.
But I'm going to miss you. Gosh darn it, I'm going to miss you, Cullen.
Cullen, are you staying for the whole show?
Yes.
Okay, then never mind. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, you don't have to spill your guts right now.
Never mind. I thought he was leaving.
We've got 2.5 hours to go.
I'm just so.
You're going to pour out your guts, your heart and soul right here?
Hey, but Jeff, I love you too, Dad.
You just called me Dad. What a jerk.
Oh, Dad.
What a jerk.
We may or may not have some more special guests.
Oh, there are.
Coming up later in the show.
Joe and Andy, I bet they're going to call in today.
Joe and Andy, there's no way.
Yeah.
Joe and Andy.
Yeah.
I told them goodbye today.
That's all right.
Oh, you already told them
Andy,
that's all right.
I'm out of here.
I already talked to him today. Joe and Andy might make an appearance, buddy.
We do have to talk NBA playoffs.
Okay.
Because we're getting deep into that before we talked to Darrell and before we brought Cullen onto the show. We do have Golden State against Houston. That's going to be the Western Conference Finals. We got Cavaliers and Celtics over in the East. But I think everyone points to the West as the real NBA Finals. And, Jeff, did you know this?
No.
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill.
Your boy. He's a big Philadelphia 76ers guy, right? Remember he was ringing that bell as they were starting the playoff games?
Yeah.
Philadelphia loves him. Isn't it Philadelphia?
He's a Philly
Philadelphia loves him. All right, so here's the deal, though. James Harden of the Houston Rockets was calling your boy Meek Mill like 3 or 4 times a week while he was in prison.
Ooh. I'm just curious. Isn't prison like you can only get like one phone call?
Unless you're Meek Mill.
But I don't understand maybe someone can call in and tell me what is so important about Meek Mill. I want to know the honest opinion of why is he so. I just want to know if he's a rapper. I can rap.
No, he is a rapper, isn't he?
But if he's just a rapper, is it it his words? I want to know this. Whatever this Meek Mill thing is driving me bonkers.
Plus the origin of his name, Meek, which is like weak.
Yeah.
Like timid, weak.
Soft.
Meek Mill.
That's
you have a factory and you're making a lot of weak things? A Meek Mill? Right? Like, what are you doing?
I honestly, I don't get it. I don't get why everybody was so enamored by Meek Mill. I just want to know what it is. Maybe I can be enamored too. Maybe I can jump on board that bandwagon. But right now, I don't know what that means.
So if you're a Meek Mill guy, you're going to pull for the Houston Rockets because apparently Meek Mill and James Harden are pretty tight.
I don't get it. Okay.
The beard.
But I think this is going to be the best series that we're going to see. I think Golden State, though, is still head and shoulders above Houston. The only thing that does bother me a little bit is that Golden State's doesn't have home court advantage. They're going to have to go into Houston, and they're going to have to steal one from Houston.
Yeah, they are.
Maybe 2.
When does that playoff series start? Is it this weekend? I don't have the schedule in front of me. I'm going to pull it up right now.
Yes, it starts Sunday, May 13th, and then Monday,
Mother's Day.
That will be Cleveland at Boston, May 13th, Sunday night, and then Monday evening we have Golden State at Houston.
So when they tip off on Sunday, Young Cullen's going to be somewhere in the air between California
and Kalamazoo
and Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin
or North Dakota?
North Dakota. That's
going to be in the air somewhere.
Yeah.
How many times have you been on a plane, Cullen?
Have you ever been on a plane?
A lot.
You have not. Where have you been?
No, he's been to Virginia.
Oh, that's right. Your brother lives back there, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
A lot.
My other son.
A freaking flyer.
Hey, Cullen, do you have your laptop or something over there?
I do. What do you need?
Just keep an eye on the Players' Championship for us. We're going to put you. This is your last day, so we're going to squeeze every ounce of work out of you. So keep an eye on the Players' Championship. That's golf. And we want to know about our local guys, Brendan Steele, Ricky Fowler, also Tiger Woods, also Phil Mickelson.
Right? You name it. All of them. We want to know every single player.
All right. When we come back, we're going to talk Dodger baseball and maybe some extra special guests. More guests here on this show. Surprise mystery guests. Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
We got somebody.
We'll be back. It's the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Mr. Madison, what you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I think that's my passion because I've done it. You know, I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, you know, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and you know, help them reach their athletic potential, you know, help them, you know, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, you know, really what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, you know, in terms of speed, power, you know, strength, agility.
Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Let's all sing Pop Goes the Weasel.
This for young Cullen? Get songs,
goes
get
the
games.
weasel.
Hey, welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 a.m. Yes, our young guy Cullen over here going to the, is it Cirrus Valley Saber Dogs, which is in North Dakota, doing play-by-play baseball all summer long. In fact, Jeff, I think he's going to miss week 0 of the high school football season. Nothing's bigger than high school football.
Nothing. What are you doing? Don't even go.
Don't even go. You're going to miss that one Friday. Don't even go.
Yeah. That's dumb.
You know, between Jeff Gorham, Greg Holla, myself, we're pioneers. We're like Daniel Boone. We're like Davy Crockett. Pioneers, trailblazers, Lewis and Clark, making it to the West Coast. The first and only weekday sports show in the Inland Empire. And when we launched this thing back in December, the big bosses at iHeartMedia, at the very top, iHeartMedia, Fox Sports Radio, they came to us and said, listen, we're pulling the dream team together. Holla, Gorham, Pep, we're going to do this. We're going to throw a ton of money at this. We're going to provide you with a big staff, lots of producers and writers and fact checkers and editors, whatever you need. And when you know what we said that day? When we were sitting at the big conference table, I looked at Holla and I looked at Gorham. I said, guys, because these are the big wigs at iHeart and Fox Sports. I said, guys, there's only one stipulation. You got to find a job for Cullen Holtz. You got to put him on staff. And they did. They found him a job, and he's here every single day in the studio with his laptop, producing, editing, fact-checking, pulling up scores. He did it all. That was the one stipulation when we launched this.
Why do we always just see him sitting in a corner doing nothing?
Doing his homework?
Doing his homework.
You're getting paid for doing your homework?
Where else am I going to do my homework? There's no seats in the library.
He comes here.
Yeah.
But we've got a big staff, and you know, we've got tons of guys here, and Cullen's kind of like the shining star. We got a room full of people, and they're all working right now behind the scenes. And Cullen's really stepped up to be that guy.
He's always awesome.
That sounded real genuine. Hey, the Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Catalano Motors in Corona off of Temescal Canyon Road. The website is catalanocars.com. Here is the weekly special. I know everyone's been tuning in, waiting for it. The weekly special, and you're going to save thousands. I guarantee it. A 2014 Chevy Camaro LS. It's black on black with black rims, just the way Greg Holla likes it. It's automatic. It's got the whole power package. Less than $15,000. Clean Carfax, clean title. It's all good. It's ready to go. It's just waiting for you. That's the special this week at Catalano Motors in Corona off of Temescal Canyon Road. We got any special guests? Or should we carry on with our business?
Because we have a special guest in the next segment.
The next segment. Okay, let's talk Dodger baseball as they picked up a nice win last night against first place Arizona. Now they got the Cincinnati Reds coming into town tonight. That might be the perfect remedy to get the Dodgers going back in the right direction, getting some wins because Cincinnati is bad. I remember I was going to a KFC one time with my friend. You know, you see someone standing out front, and naturally you always say, hey, how's it going? You know, just being nice. Sometimes they answer, sometimes they don't. Usually they'll say, good, fine, how are you? I was like, hey, how's it going? He's like, bad. What he said? I wasn't expecting that. I was walking into a KFC. Hey, man, how's it going? Bad.
And you didn't know this guy?
No, I didn't know him. So if you ask the Cincinnati Reds, hey, how's it going? Bad. The Cincinnati Reds are really bad. They're probably going to lose 100 games this year, and now they're coming to Los Angeles. Perfect timing, ripe for the picking for the Dodgers. And, Jeff, even better news, Red Turn 2, Justin Turner, has been taken at bats. He's fielding ground balls. He's ready to go. In fact, they're saying it could be just a week or two until he returns to the Dodgers. So what does that mean? It means we could see him in a Rancho Cucamonga Quakes uniform very, very soon. So if they're expecting him back, let's even say next week, they're going to hit the road. They're going to play the Washington Nationals in about a week. Their timetable for Justin Turner could be that series with the Nationals.
So he would need to maybe get in some reps here locally.
He could be coming to Rancho Cucamonga. I'm going to pull up the Dodgers schedule right now because
Yeah,
I'm trying to do some math because again, Mike Lindskog, the voice of the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, Mike Skoggy Skog, the Skog Dog. If anyone would know, it would be Mike Lindskog. But if I was going to do some math, and if the Dodgers are going to be playing the Washington Nationals in about a week or so, you would think the days leading up to that series that Justin Turner would be with Rancho Cucamonga possibly. So next Tuesday they start in Miami, and then the back half of next week, beginning on Friday, so like I said, about a week and a day, they're going to be at the Washington Nationals. So we could see Justin Turner back in the Dodgers lineup in about a week or so. And if the timetable is that close to returning to the big leagues, we could see him in a Quakes uniform very, very soon.
It would be great. But, he had been, I'm sure is he still in Arizona? I know he's been working out in Arizona.
No, he was at Dodger Stadium doing the ground balls and the batting practice. Yes.
So last week he was hitting only off the tee. He was in Arizona. They were working on working on the pain management because he said that there has been a lot of pain and he wasn't going to hit until he felt no pain hitting off the tee. So that's great news for Justin Turner. Great news for the Dodgers. And the Dodgers, I think it's a very, very good week for them because they've got to learn to win again. These guys haven't won. They're below 500. It'd be nice to see them get above that 500, gain a little confidence. Everyone on that team, they're not playing very well. The only guys that are Matt Kemp and Yasmani Grandal. Cody Bellinger's at times looks good, but Matt Kemp, batting .343, he leads the team in home runs. 5 leads the ball club in home runs. They've got to get more pop from somebody. They can't get it from Matt Kemp. You can't expect him to go out and get 30, 40 home runs.
No, he's not going to do that. He's having a nice year, actually, but he's not going to do that.
No, and Yasmani Grandal, he's not a great power hitter, but he's getting a lot of base hits.
He's the best they got.
He is, but they need something. Maybe JT will do something to rally this team and learn how to win some games.
Because not only is he a big bat in the middle of that lineup, also he's the heart and soul of that team.
He has been.
Listen,
yes.
Don't get me wrong. Yasmani Grandal's great, but he's not the leader. Yasiel Puig, he's never going to be the leader. He's wild. Justin Turner's the heart and soul of that clubhouse. He's the leader of that team. They need him back for a variety of different reasons. That's one of them. So, according to Sportsnet LA, he had 10 at-bats yesterday. He took grounders. He threw to all the bases. So, he got in a little bit of work. They're saying today he'll probably take 10 more at-bats. If everything goes well, and again, they're probably going to squeeze in a rehab assignment, he would likely report to the Dodgers when they're in Washington next week. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That'd be cool. I mean, it'd be nice to see him. I'd love to see him play out here in Rancho Cucamonga. It would be pretty awesome to see him because everybody loves him.
Hey, Cullen, look up the Quake schedule for next week. I think they're on the road. Because if Justin Turner was going to make a rehab assignment, I would guess it's probably going to start like Monday or Tuesday. Just based on this Dodgers timetable, if they want him to return to the team next week at Washington, I would say probably like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday would be kind of the rehab assignment time. And I think the Quakes are on the road.
Okay, they're at home on Monday versus Visalia. Then they go on the road Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at Stockton.
See, that kind of, I don't know. Stockton's, like Lancaster's one thing. Lake Elsinore.
Where's the other affiliate? Would it be
Oklahoma City's the AAA?
But don't they have something in Salt Lake City?
No, that's the Angels. So I don't know. I guess you could say Oklahoma City's on the way from LA to DC. I don't know. So we'll have to see how that pans out. So maybe he would not play for the Quakes. Maybe he'd just play the Monday game at home against Visalia.
And then move
the Rawhide.
Puig just had one game coming off of rehab. He had a bruised foot and a sore shoulder. It's a little different than a broken arm.
Too. He was all banged up. And then Justin Turner. In fact, I dug up the video of him when he got hit with the pitch in his hand in spring training. Have you seen the video?
Yeah, it didn't look like much though. He just got hit and that was it.
It only takes one. You know what I mean? Like if you hit the hand in the right place.
You hit him right on the knob of your wrist, and I think that's what was the broken bone there.
All right, so hopefully Justin Turner will return to the Dodgers soon. I love seeing the Dodgers lineup. Like one of the highlights of my day is when Dave Roberts puts out his lineup each and every day for the game. So when the lineup comes out, we'll talk about that later in the show because he is having to play chess with his own team, moving guys around, who's going to be the best fit where, the pitching matchup. Like he's really having to work for his money. because he's shorthanded and guys not necessarily playing out of position, but guys are moving around. Like Austin Barnes, if he had a preference, he'd probably be behind the plate, but he's playing a lot of second base right now. Kike Hernandez playing a lot of outfield. Chris Taylor, who was playing center field, is playing a lot of shortstop now. So guys are just kind of all over the place.
Yeah, and let's go back to the pitching a little bit. You know, the one good thing you can say is Walker Buehler's been a big surprise. He's 2-0, but they're going to limit him as far as pitches, we said. How are we going to be able to, or how are the Dodgers going to be able to maintain his innings, pitch counts, his innings? If they're going to play deep into October, you need a guy maybe like Walker Buehler. So they might end up having to slow him down mid-year, but they are without Ryu, they're without Kershaw. Rich Hill's still not Rich Hill. So that pitching staff needs to do something because the bats aren't there as well. They've got to have something from that bullpen. Kenley Jansen, he only has 6 saves. He's not getting the save opportunities. He's not building that momentum. So it's kind of a mess. They need to figure it out, and they need to figure it out fairly quick because they're not winning ball games.
All right, we come back here on the Inland Sports Show. We'll turn our attention to the Halos. They got a big homestand coming up, including a series with the Houston Astros. We'll talk about that when we come back on your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
Do you know who I am?
No, I can't say that I do.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Really?
People know me.
Well, I'm very happy for you.
Inland Empire Sports.
How you guys doing? Ray Bass here. We're here at Corona High with the Corona High football program with the one and only Pep Fernandez. Today's boost training tip, it's all about top end speed. We're talking about the ankling drill. Come check it out. This particular drill is great at teaching us to get our feet off the ground as quickly as possible. All right, so what we're going to do is Gavin's going to start with his feet underneath his hips. His toes are going to be pointing forward. And the goal here is to get as many hits against the ground as possible. He's going to do a fast high knee. He's going to have his toes pointed up to get as many hits as he can in a short amount of time. Here we go. So we're going to go about 5 yards here. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Fast down, toes up, toes up, toes up, toes up, toes up. Now, typically when we get over the opposite knee, I like to say fast down just so we don't get robotic with it, but there you have it right there, the ankling drill. Great for top end speed.
Focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. Just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. Come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
We're a small family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, A lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajalco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
As in Jeff Gorham.
Welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE. 13:50 a.m. It's Thursday. Colin's last day before he goes to North Dakota. Do a little play-by-play baseball. Hey, Jeff, it's also our Friday. We're taking tomorrow off.
We have a vacation day tomorrow.
What are you going to do? You got lots of activities planned?
I got plenty of activities. I got the first Major League Baseball game. I'm taking my middle son to his first baseball game.
That's a special moment.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you remember your first Major League game? Who played?
I do.
Who played?
Nolan Ryan was the pitcher. It was at Angel Stadium.
You saw Nolan Ryan, the
I
Ryan
did.
Express, your first game out?
And I want to say he threw a 1 or a 2 hitter.
Well,
I
it
did
doesn't
see
get any better than that.
I did see him throw a no-hitter though with my grandfather when I was younger too though.
You did?
I did.
Nolan Ryan?
We used to go to Angel games every single weekend as kids. It was one of the best things in the world. I can't wait to share it with my son.
So you're a lifelong Angel fan.
Forever.
It wasn't like they won the World Series and you're like, oh,
no,
yeah,
and, I joke around a lot, but I'll say this: there are my favorite all-time Angels, Don Buehler, the late great. And the reason being is I got to meet him, and he was the coolest, most solid guy ever. Talked to me when I was a little kid. I had my glove. He was out in left field and came over and talked to our whole family. He was the coolest thing ever. So Don Buehler was my favorite of all time. I was kind of a Fred Lynn fan when he played a short time here with the Angels. Wally Joyner, but Frank Tanana, but Nolan Ryan was the first guy I saw pitch, and it was the coolest thing ever. Through heat, I was like, I looked at him like a superhero. Nolan Ryan was my superhero growing up. But I'm going to take little Johnny to his first baseball game. We're going to hang out with Trent Rush. We're going to meet all our guys. I'm going to introduce him to my friend Mike Trout. And we're going to
have a good time.
Yes, I am.
The show is brought to you by Spoiled. Quick quality oil change. You'll be spoiled by excellent customer service and the lowest prices. So every 3,000 and 5,000 miles, make sure you get on over there. Get your oil changed at Spoiled. Quick quality oil change. And speaking of, let's go straight to the Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change Celebrity Hotline. Another dear, dear friend of the show. We love this guy big time. local high school football coach, and I think he knows Cullen as well.
I think he does.
Hey, Coach, how are you today?
Hey, fellas, how you guys doing, man?
We are just doing fine, man. This is Coach McMains, Cullen.
Jason McMains.
We are celebrating Cullen Holt today, our #1 intern. He does everything here on the Inland Sports Show. Coach, Cullen's leaving for the summer doing some big-time play-by-play baseball. You want to send him some well wishes on his way for this summer?
Oh, definitely, man. I just wish him the very best. I love Cullen Holt, man. He was just an outstanding player, young man for us, and I followed his short career with you guys over there at Fox Sports, and I just love listening to him on air and listening to you guys and your show, and I'm excited to see what he does this summer and hear him.
Now, Coach, Cullen's going to be a big-time broadcaster one day.
He's going to be our boss.
Already,
he's going to be
our boss one day. But he was a great football player. He should go play some college football somewhere still.
You know what? I told him that. I'll never forget our exit meeting his senior year, and I would talk to him about playing college football on the next level, and he looked right at me and said, "No, Coach, I'm going to take Pep Fernandez's job in a couple years." Man.
I love it. Hey, did you know, fun fact, Coach McMains taught me everything I know about broadcasting. In position meetings, just watching him talk to us, and that's what I style my broadcasting style after.
Coach
there.
McMains. Look
Look at that. Hey, he can still kiss the ass the best of anyone.
Well, Coach McMains, we appreciate you stopping in real quick. We've got a bunch of phone calls coming through as Cullen's almost become like a character on the show. You know what I mean? Like he's involved so much with the Inland Sports Show. So, Coach, we appreciate you taking the time to wish Cullen well.
Anytime, Cullen. I love you, man. I wish you the best. Have a great time this summer, and you guys, thank you for everything that you do for high school sports, man.
Thanks, sir, Coach. Greatly appreciate it, my friend.
Thank you, Coach.
Bye, Coach. Take care.
Thank you, man. All right, bye.
All right, that's local football coach McMains, one of our favorites here on the show. Wait, did he say, Cullen, you learned everything from Coach McMains? You didn't learn anything from Jeff Fry?
Nah.
Not a damn thing.
Nothing.
I will say this, though. Coach McMains, I've known for years. He's got a great haircut, a solid guy, does a great job over at the Carnegie schools over there off of wherever it is.
Where is it, Cullen?
Yeah, where is it, Cullen?
It's kitty corner from the baseball field at Cal Baptist. Let's talk in sports terms.
It's kind of like Wakanda.
It's
there, but if you don't know it's there, you
got to drive at a certain angle.
It's kind of like Wakanda.
It's like Narnia.
You got to drive.
You gotta walk through a closet, pull away the fur coats, and there it is.
But you got to drive 85 miles an hour to get through. You see a wall there, you just got to take it, and you have to believe. Once you believe, you get past the wall, you're in the Carnegie schools.
But you got to believe.
Yeah, you got to believe, that's for sure.
Yeah, if you want to tweet us at @inland_sports, you can tweet your well wishes to Cullen as he leaves us for the summer. He is coming back, but not in time for week 0 of high school football, which really makes me mad.
Week 1.
You're going to receive some sort of repercussion, Cullen, on your way back. Hey, Chris Chaddick, the defensive coordinator for Carter High School football. Huge fan of the show. We love Coach Chaddick as well.
You like him.
And his sweet little family.
He bothers me to death.
He does?
Oh, man. He's something else, that guy.
I love that guy.
Oh, he's something else. I do like him. No, I want to say it's one of the nicer guys in the entire Inland Empire. Couldn't be happy for him. A new dad, solid guy, coach at Carter High School. Is he the defensive coordinator?
He's the DC.
That's crazy.
On that defense.
Why would somebody give him their defense? I like him, but why would they do that?
No, he's a great guy. You know what? He also likes Disneyland.
Okay. Then
you know what he's doing
right
right now?
He's going to Disneyland.
He's on his way to Disneyland with his beautiful little family, and they're listening to the show. And he says, "Cullen, the whole family, the whole Chaddick family, they send their well wishes." And he said, "Here's your advice: pack your long johns because Minot is colder than balls." Is that a?
Hey, whoa! Did you say colder than balls?
That's a meteorological term.
Colder
that
than balls.
Forecasters use.
Colder than balls. Do you have long johns?
But it's the summer. I think he's going to be okay, right?
No, because Chaddick knows. Whatever Chaddick says, Chaddick goes.
But, Jeff, you told me Coach Chaddick lived there.
He did.
He was stationed there in the Air Force, right?
Yeah.
So he should know.
Must have been a small airport, a very small Air Force. Hey, this is the Air Force base over here in North Dakota. It's that little city block over there with that one little building.
There's one plane.
And Chris Chaddock, you're the major on that. You are the commanding officer of that base. I am. Where's my people? No, just sit over there. We'll come get you in a couple of years. That's what Chris Chaddock did when he was in the Air Force.
I don't know. Is there a summer in North Dakota, or is it just winter?
I don't know.
Hey,
no one goes there.
You have the weather app right on your phone.
Yeah, I do.
Look up. Was it Sirius Valley? Sirius?
Minot.
Minot.
Or Minot, wherever.
That's the name of the town is Minot?
Minot. Not your not.
Minot.
Minot. Look up Minot and see what the current temperature
Maybe
is.
it's
in
Minot.
Minot, North
I bet it's
Dakota.
wrong.
No.
I think it's Minot.
See, that's what I thought originally, too.
Minot.
Text Coach.
Because they're near the French.
He was there.
They're right near French Canada, eh?
Are they?
Yes, they are.
I think the French-speaking Canadians are farther east, aren't they? Quebec?
Dude,
Montreal?
you can't get any more east. North Dakota's way up there.
It's in the middle of the country,
It's on
Jeff.
the bend of the earth, my friend.
No.
It's on the bend of the earth. Are you questioning the smartness? The earth is not flat?
Yeah, I'm questioning your brain scholarships, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, how cold?
Currently 53 degrees Fahrenheit. 20% chance of showers tonight.
But
Okay,
how cold
well, they
does it
have
get at night?
seasons.
How cold does it get in the middle of the night?
The low tonight is 39 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's cold, man.
It's not snow cold.
It's
you know.
still cold. You got to
Yeah,
put
it's
on
still
some
cold.
long johns.
Yeah, Coach is right.
Coach Chaddock. He's taking his baby to Disneyland. His baby's like 3 months old. I wonder if he's going to take it
Prince
on.
is going to love it.
He's going to take him on Space Mountain. Here, baby, come on.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I think his baby's name is Prince, actually.
That's why I said Prince.
Prince.
Why would I make that up?
I don't know. I just remember it was Prince.
The Halos have a big homestand at the Big A. Hey, Cullen, you going to sneak in an Angels game before you leave for the summer?
I am not.
Because, okay, I wonder what the Major League Baseball team of choice is in North Dakota. Is it the Twins?
Probably.
Like, I wonder, like, if you're watching the local news in Minot, North Dakota, like, who are they playing on the news that night besides the Sabre Dogs?
Yeah, either the Twins or maybe the Brewers.
I'm going with Twins.
Yeah, I'm going to go Twins.
I'm going Twins.
I don't know.
That's not even a team. I'm going to see him play,
Is that
though.
a TV market? Minot?
It's got a TV station.
Stop it. Does not. It has.
It might be.
It has a. It doesn't even have regular radio. It has ham radio. Yeah,
walkie-talkies. Everybody's got a walkie-talkie.
Yes, the Angels with a big 11-game homestand. Cullen loves the Angels. Jeff loves the Angels. They've got the Twins beginning tonight. Jeff will be at the game Friday night. And then, Jeff, I got bad news for you, though.
I know.
You already know?
No Shohei Ohtani.
No. Well, he might hit, though.
He might hit.
I think I'd rather see him hit than pitch, to be honest.
Well, all I know is we are going early. We are going to watch some BP. We're going to get on the field.
Yep.
We are going to hang out with the old Halos tomorrow. And I'm going to bug Trent Rush.
So 11-game homestand. First it's Minnesota, followed by Houston. Then it's Tampa Bay. And Shohei Ohtani scheduled to start on Sunday. So, Jeff, you just lucked out. If that's the way it holds up, he'll take Saturday off. And he'll hit Sunday. Or he'll hit Friday night to pitch Sunday.
And it's also Andrelton Simmons bobblehead night.
It is. I saw that.
Hey, so I'm gonna bring in the old Andrelton Simmons bobblehead. It'll sit up there next to Eggy Jesus and Bendy Jesus. What are you watching over there, Pep? I was a little concerned over there.
That's Greg, are you playing this over here?
Dead or Alive, my friend.
What is this?
It's Dead or Alive. That's one of the best bands of all time.
Okay. It was freaking me out. What was that?
It's Dead or Alive. It was a band in the 80s. Ah, man, you should know your stuff.
No bands from the 80s?
I do.
All right, so big homestand coming up for the Angels. And then, we kind of just slipped it in there that the Houston Astros are that middle team in that big 11-game homestand. It's only the month of May. We're only about a quarter into the Major League Baseball season. But for all things considered, again, it's kind of a big series with the Houston Astros. We're going to find out if the Angels are ready to put on their big boy pants and hang with the world champions, because we saw Boston come to town. Because remember, Angels got off to a great start. They were 13-3. And the Red Sox came to town, and everyone said, okay, now they've got a real test. Let's find out what the Angels are all about. What happened, Jeff? They got swept.
Yes, they did.
So now Houston comes to town, and we're going to find out in a hurry if the Halos figured anything out, because Houston is one of the best teams in baseball once again and the defending World Series champions. This is a big series beginning next week with the Astros.
It is, and I'll tell you what, though, the Angels are still hitting the heck out of the ball. They're still in the top 3 in the majors in home runs. They've hit 54 home runs on the year. And if you compare that to other teams, you compare that to the Dodgers are just not, I mean, their hitting is abysmal compared to what the Angels have done. Their home runs, they've only hit 32 home runs on the year. That is far from anybody. That is third from the last in the National and the entire Major League Baseball. So the Dodgers are hitting one way. The Angels are hitting another. They're hitting for power, but they're not hitting for average. The Angels are not hitting well other than Andrelton Simmons, Mike Trout, and Shohei Ohtani.
One Major League Baseball score from this afternoon that's already gone final. The Phillies have doubled up the Giants' final score of 6-3. So San Francisco's at 500. I guess the good news is, outside of Arizona, nobody in the National League West for the Dodgers is pulling away. Arizona looks like they're going to be maybe the best team in the National League, but in terms of like the wild card, if we're it's only May, but we're already talking wild card for the Dodgers. The Giants, the Padres, all these other teams, no one's going to. Colorado's not bad, but they're not going to run away with anything, it looks like. So one final score from Major League Baseball this afternoon. Getaway day here on a Thursday. Phillies 6 and the Giants 3. Giants 19-19 on the season. And Philadelphia, they're 22-15. The Phillies might be the surprise team of all of Major League Baseball so far. I remember when the season started, they were making fun of Gabe Kapler, the manager of the Phillies, that he was calling all the wrong shots. He was screwing things up. He wasn't doing the right things. And now look at them. They're 7 games over 500, and they are the surprise of Major League Baseball.
Oh, I'll tell you what. They were calling him, instead of Gabe Kapler, they were calling him Gabe Kaplan. And if you recall the old TV show, The Sweat Hogs, Welcome Back Kotter, that's what they were calling him. They said he had a bunch of sweat hogs, and he was making bad calls for the sweat hogs.
You know what I saved? Speaking of Gabe Kapler, remember on Gabe Kapler's Wikipedia, when the Dodgers hired Dave Roberts, before that happened, on Gabe Kapler's Wikipedia, it said he was the manager of the LA Dodgers. Do you remember that?
No.
Somebody went on Wikipedia and changed it because it was rumored that Gabe Kapler would be the manager of the Dodgers. Turned out to be Dave Roberts. But I still have, I'm going to dig that picture up somewhere. I'm going to put it back out there that Gabe Kapler on Wikipedia said he was the manager of the Dodger Blue.
And you were talking about the wild card. I know it's early, but the Dodgers really are. They're only 4.5 games out of that wild card spot. So no need to panic right now.
No, it's May. It's the month of May.
It's May. And like I said, if you can just keep it close when you're in the middle of June before you hit that All-Star break, you have a shot. I mean, anybody really has a legitimate shot. So the Dodgers, when they get healthy, they should be fine.
That segment's brought to you by Ken Sporting Goods. More than 40 years in the Inland Empire, bringing you all of your sporting gear needs. So any sports equipment, Letterman's jackets, team sales, embroidery, they do it all. Ken Sporting Goods in Norco, California. KenSportingGoods.com is the website. When we come back, we are going to tell you why old guys rule. The old guys, they're coming back. It's the Inland Sports Show. Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
and Jeff Gorham.
Welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 a.m. We're keeping a close eye on Cal Baptist baseball at Dixie State. It's not going good. In fact, let's pull that up one more time. Yeah, it's 7-3 Dixie State right now. In the second game of the doubleheader, Dixie State won that first one earlier today, 9-8 in the bottom of the ninth. Also keeping an eye on the Players' Championship. Little golf, not only for Tiger Woods, not only for Phil Mickelson. We got some Inland Empire guys trying to win the whole thing. Let's go straight to the Inland Sports Update Desk, his final update of the spring and the summer. Cullen Holtz.
Yeah, lots of guys crowded at the top, under 6. But as far as our local guys go, Brendan Steele's off the course. He finished even, and Ricky Fowler's 2 over. He's already in the clubhouse as well.
Hey. Not just local guys here. We got Tiger Woods playing. We got Ricky Fowler. We've got Phil Mickelson. Give us some of those guys. We don't. You know what? I like that they're local dudes, but I want to know about Tiger Woods. El Tigre.
Sí.
Tiger Woods, even through 18 holes.
Now, is there a cut line on this thing?
I have no idea. Ask Darrell.
You know, I didn't ask.
Darrell's the golf guy.
I asked Cullen.
See, the problem is Cullen's knee-deep in baseball right now. He's getting ready for the Sabre Dogs. He's getting ready for baseball. He's getting ready for the land of gluten. He's ready.
All right, Phil Mickelson, 7 over. And he's through all 18 as well.
Oh,
Wait,
7 over? Phil
Mickelson.
Phil and Tiger were.
He shot 79.
Holy, they were even after the 14th hole. Wowzers. Bad couple holes.
Things can fall apart in golf very quickly.
Well, hey, we are going to have the Laugh Olympics are going to be coming up. Remember, we talked about the Skills Day challenge of the Inland Sports Show.
Wait, why is it called the Laugh Olympics?
Because
everyone's going to laugh at us?
It's going to be really funny.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have Greg, you and I are going to be part of the Skills Day competition. We're going to play basketball.
Okay.
We're going to throw a baseball.
I'm really good at
We're going to hit a baseball.
Uh-huh.
We're going to throw a football through like tubes and stuff, or tires. We're going to throw for distance. We're going to have we're not going to have a 100-meter dash. We're going to have a 100-foot dash.
It's like the length of the hallway. You can run the hallway?
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes, because I think I still have pure sprint out of me for a good 100 feet. A 100-foot sprint is pretty good.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm down. The Laugh Olympics?
The Laugh Olympics.
All right.
And we will have Tim Hatch will be our referee, and we will do this throughout the summer, through the dog days of summer when there's only baseball.
To give everyone out there a laugh.
Yes, at the Laugh Olympics.
The Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Boost Performance Training in Corona with Coach Ray Bass. Follow Boost on Instagram and Twitter. Join that Boost family and take your athletic game to the next level. Lower your time in the 100-foot dash.
I think you're laughing about it, but I don't think you could run 100 meters.
100 meters?
You couldn't run 100 meters.
I could.
No, you could not like at a full speed.
I was out doing weed abatement in my yard last night.
Yeah, but you weren't sprinting 100 yards.
I was working hard, working up a sweat, man.
100 meters, but I want Greg to survive. I want to at least have a little challenge. But we're going to throw darts. We're going to do it all. And I'm going to prove to you.
I think there's a soccer challenge as well, right?
There is a soccer challenge.
Because you mixed in several basketball. You can't.
No, I did basketball, baseball, football, soccer, and sprinting. And I was thinking we might do darts in here too. Darts.
What, billiards?
No, we couldn't fit a billiard place in here. We could put darts all in that wall over there. I know how to play. I'm professional.
Well, you know what annoys me?
What?
Well, there's a lot of things actually that annoy me. I got a lot of pet peeves. I got a lot of problems. But one of the things that annoy me are those, those T-shirts say "Old Guys Rule."
Yeah, I hate those things.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I got a lot of problems with you people. Now you're gonna hear about it.
And this is one of them you're gonna hear about. The Old Guys Rule shirts. Like there's shirts throughout time. Since cavemen walked the earth. I'm sure one of the cavemen walked out of the cave. And the other guys are like, look at his shirt, man. That guy's such a Neanderthal.
He's such a tool.
He's such an Australopithecus baconensis, man. That guy, I can't even stand him. But so the Old Guys Rule shirt is one of them that has always bothered me. You know what the other ones that bothered me, Jeff?
No, I don't.
It really bothered me. Get at me, bro. No, I'm going way back to my childhood. The shirt that bothered me, and I think I actually had one because someone bought it for me, Remember Big Dog?
Big Dog.
Remember Big Dog?
Yeah, Big Dog was everywhere.
I for whatever reason, I could not get on board with Big Dog rules.
No. Big Dog rules. Do you remember? Oh, do you remember you probably don't. When Ghostbusters first came out, remember everybody had the Ghostbusters muscle shirts?
I
don't
remember those.
I had a Ghostbusters muscle shirt. I loved it. I was like, so cool. I had no muscles. I was in 7th grade, I think it was.
But you had great hair.
I had great hair, and I used to wear my black Ghostbusters muscle shirt. And then I wore it one time to school, and I was so excited. I had a members-only jacket. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember. Yeah,
members only. I had a red members-only jacket. I had a Ghostbusters muscle shirt, and I brought it home, and my dog Calliope chewed up. Yeah, I had a dog named Calliope, and he chewed up my Ghostbusters shirt.
It was gone forever?
Forever. I only wore it one time.
What did it just say? Ghostbusters or
it
Slimer was on it?
It had the ghost, the one that,
Slimer.
No, the main ghost. It had the
Slimer. He's not the ghost.
The anti. He was not the white ghost on there with the anti thing, and his hands go through it. It wasn't Slimer.
It wasn't Slimer.
It wasn't.
It wasn't Slimer?
No. It wasn't the green guy. It was the white ghost.
I don't know who that is.
I'm very, very particular about my green and my white.
Yes. You have very specific taste in ghosts.
I'm a racist against ghosts. Slimer.
You are a ghost racist.
I'm a ghost racist. Yes, Slimer. Slimer was not on my shirt. It was just, the logo they used. It was not Slimer.
Is it just like the white sheet?
The white ghost
traditional...
like this? His face like this? And he's got his hands through the anti thing?
It's the trademark Ghostbusters.
All right, I'll show you.
I don't know. I have to look it up.
The Ghostbusters they use for the trademark.
Yes, that's it.
If I see it, I'll probably be like, oh, yeah, that's it. But when you say the Ghostbusters ghost, I mean, that's Slimer. Everybody knows it's Slimer.
Do you remember the Ecto Cooler?
No.
That was, look, this is it.
Oh, yeah, of course. Okay, yeah.
Well, my dog Calliope chewed holes all through it.
That's sad.
And so
but did you have the Big Dog shirts too?
I had a couple of Big Dog shirts.
Did.
Yeah.
I remember there was one. It was one of those big dogs, and he was playing country music, and it said Garth Barks. I remember that one. I don't know. Everyone at school was wearing them, and I just couldn't get into them. Someone bought me one. I forget what it said, but I remember I hardly wore it. And there was a Big Dog outlet store near my house, and like everyone would go to the Big Dog outlet store, and like Monday morning at school, everyone had their new Big Dog shirts, and I would just walk around with my No Fear shirt and thought I was the coolest guy.
No Fear, I remember that too.
Yeah, I'd be like, you guys are dumb. My shirt says.
So you're a skater? That was kind of like with the skaters.
I guess, kind of. I mean, I don't know. I had a No Fear soccer shirt. I remember that one.
I wasn't allowed to wear any of that stuff ever.
Never?
No. Couldn't wear Vans.
What was the coolest shirt you ever had?
The Ghostbuster shirt.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Now you wear whatever you want. You wear Star Wars shirts and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, can I say this? Anybody that's listening, I wear a size 14. I have never owned a pair of Vans, and I want a pair of Vans really bad.
I don't think they
because your dad wouldn't let you, right?
No, he said they were for sissies, for wimps.
Get some.
I really want a pair of Vans. And I want to wear them.
Go to your parents' house.
And then go to my dad's and say, hey, Dad, what do you think of my Vans? He still might forbid me. He's one of, he's a dad. Still, anytime he's
still your parents.
No, wait. You get some for all your sons as well.
Everybody.
The whole Gorham plan.
And you walk into his house.
Well, I know two of them have Vans. I don't have a pair of Vans. That is some weak sauce.
Really comfy.
I've wanted a pair of forever. And I don't want the slip-on kinds with the checkers. I just want a pair of just...
The slip-ons are pretty cool. You don't have to get checkers, but the slip-ons are pretty cool.
They don't look cool, though, when you're 6'8". They don't look cool at all. But why now? What's the deal with the old guys
rule?
Why do old guys rule?
So I'm not a big fan of the old guys rule shirts, but old guys do rule right now. And I'm bringing this up because there's two stories involving old guys, old athletes.
All right.
First off, 53-year-old Rafael Palmero, the baseball star, is signing with an independent league baseball team.
What?
In Texas. It's not Cullen's team in North Dakota. It's down in Texas. So 53-year-old Rafael Palmero's going to play baseball. We don't have the details of all this yet, but he's signing with an independent league team. So it's not affiliated with a major league team. It's an independent league team. But Rafael Palmero, 53 years old, coming back to baseball.
Hey, just think of...
He was good.
Hey, he hit 569 home runs during that 20-year major league career.
It was a dirty time for baseball, though.
Dirty time. Remember, he was shrouded in controversy over the steroids. Remember, he lied to Congress.
Yeah. I remember I'm pointing his finger. I did not take steroids.
Yeah, well, apparently he's going to be playing for the Claiborne Railroaders of the Independent American Association.
Look at that.
They announced the signing of Palmero and his son Patrick. There it is. There it is.
Hey, I want my son to play pro baseball, but, they're like, if we need you, though, we need Rafael Palmero's name, too. So we'll take your son, but we need you to play a couple games.
Well, he's already played. His first game was this morning.
It was?
Yes,
he played this morning? How'd he do?
He played in an exhibition game. Didn't say how he did. Just said that they played in his first exhibition game Thursday morning.
All right, one of the producers, get on that. I'm curious what Rafael Palmero did.
The New Jersey
in his first game.
Black Sox were in town for a 3-game preseason series.
So the New Jersey Black Sox against Rafael Palmero's team called?
The Claiborne Railroaders. And they're playing in a very nice stadium. Guess where they're playing?
Minot.
Nope. Claiborne High School.
They're playing at a high school?
Yes, they're going to be playing all the games.
Rafael Palmero's playing pro baseball in a high school?
Yes, at Claiborne High School.
Man, old guys rule.
He's just one of 6 MLB players all time to record 500 home runs and 3,000 hits.
No, he was great.
He should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer, but I'll tell you what.
Again, it was a dirty time for baseball.
I don't know if he ever gets his chance in Cooperstown because he lied to Congress, lied to America, so...
All right, we'll try to find some stats on Rafael Palmero. The other old guy that rules right now is 46-year-old quarterback Kurt Warner.
Oh, I love that guy.
Hall of Famer, one of the all-time greats, right? So
yeah.
Apparently, he told a NFL assistant coach who he considers a close friend, he said, hey, if you need a guy, I'll be ready.
What?
Well, Kurt Warner told this story, and of course, it made headlines. Kurt Warner trying to make a comeback. Kurt Warner, 46 years old. He says he can still play in the NFL. So after all those headlines came out, he had to backtrack a little bit and say, hey, listen, I did mean that, hey, I could be ready for this one guy, but no. There's no comeback attempt. He doesn't want to play in the NFL again. He was just telling his close friend, who happens to be an NFL coach, hey, if you needed a guy, I could be ready. But so don't expect Kurt Warner to be back in the NFL. He's 46 years old. But that headline kind of took on a life of its own after he did say, hey, I could be ready if you needed me.
I'll tell you what, he still looks like he could probably still
play. He's in great
play.
shape. He looks like, he's walking right out of a Old Navy catalog.
Yes. Hey,
yes.
Rafael Palmero, 1 for 2 with a single in the 9th inning.
Hey, that's not too bad at a high school baseball game.
Not too bad for playing some high school. Going back to his grassroots.
All right, when we come back here on the Inland Sports Show, maybe some more. You guys looking at each other like you have something to say.
Cullen had something to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Cullen's show.
Yeah, it's Cullen's day.
I'm just hanging out.
Yeah, Cal Baptist on the comeback trail again. 7-7 in the top of the 5th.
That's awesome. That's great news. Yeah.
Thanks, Cullen. Cullen, you know what? You're always on top of your ball game.
He told me, he's like, hey, CBU's playing right now. And I pointed to the computer. I'm like, yeah, we're watching it live.
He's very confused.
Hey, the Saber Dogs, they're on the radio, right? In Minot?
That's the rumor.
Do you know what the radio station is?
I have not been told.
Are they on television?
I have not been told.
Oh. Do you know where you're living?
Yes.
Okay.
I found that out.
All right, so we know a little bit. We know. Do you have your flight locked in? When
I do.
Okay. Do you fly into Minot?
I fly right into Minot. It's like a couple feet from where I'm actually living.
Can you walk from the airport to your house?
Probably.
Who's going to pick you up?
I don't know.
What do you think they'll feed you for dinner?
No idea.
Are they responsible for your food?
No idea.
Do you have your own room?
No idea.
Does your host family have a dog?
Hopefully.
Are they have any allergies that you might have to deal with, like a gluten-free allergy in the house?
I hope not.
Okay, my questions.
Yeah.
Do they have a basement?
I hope so.
Do they have chains and a box?
Where are you going?
Because I don't know.
Jeff takes it straight to weird.
He's gonna go. I just don't want to be. I don't want to get a phone call in the middle of the night one night going, Jeff, I need your help. I'm stuck in a box. I'm in a hole.
Is that what I sound like?
I'm in a hole. I need you to come save me. And then I'm gonna hear him say, "Put the lotion in the basket." What do you mean, put the lotion? It makes the skin soft. What? He's going to be held captive in Minot in a hole in the ground. I'm worried about where he's going because we don't know where our son is going. Pep.
Well, he knows.
I don't think he does.
He doesn't know if they have a dog.
No. They have a dungeon, though.
Are you a dog guy? Do you like dogs?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All
All right,
name
we'll be-
Saber Dogs.
Oh, hey, good segue.
We'll be back. It's the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
Welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 a.m. It's Thursday. We got Quakes baseball, 7 o'clock, so 6:45 pregame show with Mike Lindskog, Mike Skoggy Skog.
Skoginator.
Hey, it got real heated yesterday. I mean, you and I were like Shaq and Charles Barkley.
We kind of did fight a little bit.
It was a little bit of a battle.
We did.
We're talking about the greatest player of all time.
Kareem!
You have Kareem, I've got Jordan, but we can both agree that LeBron James is one of the greatest of all time. Would you put LeBron in the top 5?
No.
Of all time?
No.
No, of all
Not yet.
time.
No.
We're talking basketball.
Nope.
LeBron James.
Nope. Top 10, not top 5. No. Nope. He hasn't done enough. He hasn't done enough. His body of work
I can't even
is
look
good,
at you.
but no, he has not won enough championships. He's under 500 in championships. We're going to get into this again?
Uh-oh.
Are we? What is it? What is he? 3 for 7?
He is 3 for 4. So, well, not 3 for 4, but 3
out of
wins,
7.
4 losses, maybe going to an 8th straight finals.
No, you can't. I put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in there, number 1. I put Magic Johnson in that list. I put Larry Bird in that list. I put Kobe Bean Bryant in
So
that
you'd
list.
put Larry Bird and Kobe ahead of LeBron James.
Yes, I also put Michael Jordan in that group. Yes, there you go. Michael Jordan would be second behind Kareem, but I also have to put in Larry Bird. I hate Larry Bird.
What if LeBron wins the whole thing this year? Because, again...
If he wins the whole thing this year, I put him number 2. Number 2.
Whoa, he just catapults to near
number
the top.
2, but he's not going to do it.
Behind Michael Jordan.
No, only behind Kareem.
Wait, hold on. So
no one ever passes Kareem.
Wait, hold on.
No one.
Wait, No, so I'm making sense of this. If LeBron James wins the NBA title this year,
I'll give you LeBron James.
It's going to go in your book, Kareem,
yes.
LeBron, and then MJ?
Sure, why not? But it's not going to happen. I'm going to give you that. If that's the case, I'll just go, here you go. You can be number 2. Because there's no way one guy can beat the Golden State Warriors. Just no way it can happen. Unless they take Draymond Green out of the game, they take Klay Thompson out, they take Curry out, and they say, Tarantula, beat him. One-on-one. I do not see it, but I have to say this, and I'm going to keep harping on it. When you change the rules of the game of basketball because you are that dominant, you are the best ever. No other person changed the rules of basketball other than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Enough said. He's won 6 championships, just like Michael Jordan. We've already went over this yesterday.
No, I know we did.
I put Michael second. I also put Kobe, Magic, and Larry in that group.
So LeBron James took the Miami Heat to the finals 4 times. He won 2 of them.
Yes.
He took Cleveland to the finals 3 times. They won once. They beat the Warriors two seasons ago. So he's been to the finals 7 years in a row. He's won it 3 times.
Good for him. The East sucks. Let's just say it. Let's just say it. Let's say, the East is not very good. And
no,
where has he played this entire career?
The East.
There you go. Where are all the good players? Listen,
the West.
Name another player in the East that is worthy of being a first-team All-NBA.
The Greek Freak?
No. That'd be Kevin Durant.
Porzingis?
Nope. Porzingis didn't even play. Remember, he was hurt. You cannot have another guy.
Maybe Kyrie Irving if he was healthy this year.
Forget the healthy. Forget who would be all first team.
Hold on, I'm trying.
You can't.
Joel Embiid, a true center, true big man.
Maybe. That's a maybe. If we're going to go first team All NBA, who would be your point guard?
Steph.
There you go. Okay, who would be your two guard?
See, now it gets dicey because we got James Harden and Russell Westbrook.
Yes. So do you want to go 2 and 3 and give them both on the first team?
Yeah.
Okay, who's your 4-man then?
Durant.
Okay, who's your 5-man? You left out somebody real important if you didn't notice.
Did I?
First team All NBA.
Let me go through the list. Warriors.
You said Steph Curry.
Could I put Kawhi?
You could, but he didn't play.
Okay.
Okay, let's just talk.
Okay, we'll take Kawhi Leonard out of the equation.
All NBA.
Lonzo Ball.
No, yeah. All NBA first team. If you were to pick it this year, you had Steph Curry.
I'm not gonna count Kawhi.
No.
Okay, let me go down.
The whole NBA. You have 5 guys in the NBA. You pick Steph Curry at the 1. You pick Russell Westbrook and James Harden at the 2 and the 3.
Sure.
You pick Durant at the 4.
Sure.
Who's the 5? Who's the 5?
All right, let me go through the West. So I got my Warriors because it's not going to be Klay Thompson or Draymond Green.
No.
See the Houston Rockets. As much as I like Chris Paul, I wouldn't put him on first team. I'd pick Steph Curry and Russell Westbrook ahead of Chris Paul. So there's the Rockets, there's the Warriors. I like Damian Lillard, but he's not first team. I guess Anthony Davis.
Okay, well, you left out LeBron James. You left out LeBron James.
I did.
Yes, you did. All NBA. I'm going to give you my All NBA.
Okay,
Steph
wait, hold on.
Curry.
Did I put LeBron in front of Anthony Davis?
No, he's not. No, we're going by position. By position. By position. You already
Wait,
named.
then what do you consider LeBron? Do you consider him a 3?
I say a 3 or a 4. A power forward or a
power forward?
Yeah, 6'9", 265.
Let's call him a 3.
A 3 then. Then you have to take away.
Wait, did you get to take a real big man? Like,
yes.
Is your 5th a big man?
Yes.
Okay, then if we're sticking to the traditional positions, I love this.
I got you though.
I'll go Anthony Davis at the 5.
Okay. Who's your 4?
Can Durant be a power forward?
Yes.
Or no? Okay.
Yes.
I'd go
6'11". Yeah.
I'd go Anthony Davis at the 5, Durant at the 4, LeBron at the 3. This is where it gets tough. I would take Steph at the 1. He'd be the shooting guard at the 2. The 1, the point guard would be. I think I'd take James Harden just because Russell Westbrook doesn't win.
No,
he's really good, but he doesn't win.
Here's mine. Steph Curry is my point guard. He's my point. 2 guards, Harden. My 3 guards.
But they're interchangeable. They both shoot in basketball.
But if I want a pure scorer as a 2-man, I'm going to go James Harden. My 3-man will be LeBron. 4-man Durant. 5-man. I'll have to go with
Davis over Embiid.
Yes.
Like who else is out there if you're throwing like a true big man?
The unibrow. Yeah. There's only 2 true big men in the NBA. 3 true big men in the NBA.
Who's the other one?
The guy, DeMarcus Cousins is a true big man.
Yeah.
So, he's a back-to-the-basket big man. He's probably, of all of the big guys, he's the most true back-to-the-basket big man of those 3. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Because other guys are stretch, and I know Cousins wants to be a stretch 5, but he's not because he's too slow-footed.
Yeah, that's hard. If you're going by the
and you didn't even put LeBron in your top 5.
I know, but I was just going through the Western Conference.
Oh no, I said all
NBA. It's one thing to say who are the 5 best players in the NBA. That's one thing. Then it's who's the best 5 at their position.
Well, if you put the best 5 in the NBA, I still think.
Would it be different? I mean, if you weren't going by traditional position, is there a guy that we left out? You're like, oh, he actually deserves to be there, but.
No.
That's pretty solid, right?
Mine was perfect. I would not put Russell Westbrook in that 5. I don't think I'd put Russell Westbrook. I think he might be in the top 10. He might be my second team. Might be second team. Might be. If we're going to go true point guard.
No, he's definitely second team.
Okay, who's your true point guard in your second team?
Is Russell Westbrook a true point?
Could be. That's what he plays.
Yeah, he's my second team.
Over CP3?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's your 2 guard?
Or you could put CP3 at the point and then say Russell Westbrook's the shooting guard.
Yeah, but he handles the ball.
What about Damian Lillard?
Lillard would be second team for me.
Over Russell Westbrook?
Yes, because I don't think he's a two guard. I put CP3 as my point because he's taken a team. He took the Rockets from to the Western Conference Finals. So I go Lillard as my two guard. Who would be your three?
The Greek Freak. Isn't he
he's more of a four? But
is he?
You could put him at a three because he's a slasher. Okay, I'll give you that one. So yes. And who would be? Embiid would be my five man.
Yeah, Embiid would be the five. Who would be the four? Maybe Porzingis.
No, he didn't play enough this year.
Ooh, I love this conversation.
My guy is San Antonio Spurs.
Who?
The big guy played at Portland. The guy played. I can't even think of his name. The big
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, LaMarcus.
Yeah,
he had a great year. He had a good year.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, he'd be my four man.
So Embiid, Aldridge. The three is the Greek Freak.
Lillard, CP3.
And CP3 is the point.
Yes. Then I go third team. I have to go.
You know what? I'm kind of on board with you. You kind of talked me into it.
And then you go Russell Westbrook, third team, because if you shoot under 50% and you average a triple-double, you're not doing enough for your team, and you're a point guard.
You talked me into it. I can't believe it.
Yeah!
That segment is brought to you by Catalano Motors in Corona off of Temescal Canyon Road. Buy, trade, and finance. Check out their weekly special. Save thousands of dollars at Catalano Motors in Corona off of Temescal Canyon Road. When we come back, your golf update from the Players' Championship. And hey, CBU Baseball's playing right now. We're going to find out the Lancers score. We'll be back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajelco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I tell you that's my passion because I've done it. I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and help them reach their athletic potential, help them, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, really what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, in terms of speed, power, strength, agility.
focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I'd say that's my passion because I've done it. You know, I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, you know, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and you know, help them reach their athletic potential, you know, help them, you know, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, you know, really what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, you know, in terms of speed, power, you know, strength, agility.
I'm ready. I am always ready. I have been ready since first call. I am ready. Roll.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Welcome back to the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM, the third and final hour on this glorious Thursday. Hey, a programming note. Jeff and I and Greg Hollow, we have Friday off. We're all going to get together, probably have like one big family picnic. I don't know what we're going to do.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
I can't wait. We're going to get up. We're going to have breakfast together. We're going to go jogging. We're going to hang out.
Go jogging?
Yeah, I'm in a jogging kind of mood.
You know what? So I've got like an acre of land, and the back of it is really aching to be weed abated. You guys want to come over?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Help me with that.
I do have a gardener.
Would be awesome.
I do have a gardener. He comes over on Saturday mornings. I will send him your way.
¿Cómo te llama?
I don't know what you said.
¿Cómo se llama? What's his name? Yeah, what's his name? ¿Cómo se llama?
Serge. Serge.
Wait, but you live down the street from some big Fox Sports Spanish radio guy.
Here's the deal. This is really funny.
This is funny.
A guy had put in my water feature in my backyard because, you know, I'm behind.
Wait, do we have a call? First off, do we have a call coming in?
We do have a call coming in, so
okay,
if it does...
Can I thank Boost Performance Training
Go
real
ahead,
quick?
please.
Let me please thank Boost Performance Training in Corona with Coach Ray Bass. In fact, if you're watching us live on the channel right now on YouTube, we actually have tweets live on the channel, and a lot of people are tweeting about Boost Performance Training, so I'm punching up the Boost tweets. Make sure you follow Boost on Twitter and Instagram. Athletes of all levels, they all go to Boost Performance Training. Okay, so you live down the street from, I guess, a famous radio guy? Is that safe to say?
Another Fox Sports guy.
Another one?
Yes.
Because there's you. There's Jeff Gorham.
I'm pretty antisocial when it comes to my neighbors and stuff. I don't go over out of my way unless I'm going, hey, how you doing? Or there's a cute lady that lives in my neighborhood. I'll say hello.
Hello, lady.
Hello, Miss Lady. No, but the guy was putting in my water feature. He goes, hey, You know there's another Fox Sports guy. Oh, we're going to have to wait on this one.
Oh, man, we got to go straight to the spoiled, quick quality oil change celebrity hotline because it is Cullen's final day. We've had his coach. We had one of his good friends, Darrell Trujillo, who's a reporter here on the Inland Sports Show. And now another mystery guest here on the Inland Sports Show. Welcome to the show.
What's up, bro? It's Joe.
Joe who?
Joe!
It's just Joe. I don't need to give last names. The government.
Is this part of Joe and Andy, the two best friends of our guy, Cullen Holt?
Yeah, and he's playing with Buzz and Woody right now, so it's just me.
How you doing today, buddy?
You know, just hanging out. So it's Lady Killer's last day at work, huh?
It is. Is that what you call him when you guys are hanging out, Lady Killer?
I call him High Karate because he's always kicking it with the chicks.
High Karate. Hey, Joe, I'm curious. How did you and Cullen meet? Because you guys go way back. How did you guys first get together?
It was playground dodgeball. You know, back in the 6th grade. He's got a mild persona, pretty easygoing, but man, dude is competitive.
So you guys going to get together before he leaves on Sunday for North Dakota?
I'm trying to, but you know that guy's a cougar hunter?
He is?
What's a cougar hunter? You mean
he likes older ladies?
He, you know, with all his love of those older TV shows, that's just his in with the ladies.
That's true.
Wow, how do you
he's like, oh, hey, ma'am, do you want to be my Ginger, my Marianne?
Is that what he does?
Yeah, you should see it.
So we don't see this side of Cullen.
No, we just see this closed up. You know, he's buttoned up all the way. Every time he comes into the studio, when he wears a polo shirt, I have to unbutton the top button. That's how uptight he is. Now, this is a revelation.
The guy is not uptight. Let me tell you, it's all an act.
Hey,
if I can give you an analogy about Cullen, I'll just say this.
Uh-oh.
Dodger Stadium, 7th inning stretch, toilet seats. He's getting more something than those places are.
No! Wow! That's a big surprise.
Hey, Cullen, are you surprised that Joe called in, one of your best friends?
I am. Hey, I remember the 6th grade dodgeball. That was before we met Andy.
You guys,
where is Andy right now, Joe?
He's playing with Buzz and Woody.
Can you pass the phone over to him? Do you think we can get Andy on the phone? Because, again, Cullen's best friends in the world are Joe and Andy.
Let me see if I can get him away from him. Hold on.
But who was it? Buzz and Lightyear? He's playing Toy
playing
Story?
With toys. Yeah, he's playing with toys.
He's the same age as Cullen, though, right? He's still playing with toys?
Hey, Cullen's a different guy. We're learning all kinds of stuff.
Buzz and Woody or some of my other
Timeless. Andy, are you there?
Andy here.
Oh, Andy on the line, too. Man, two for one.
Both friends.
So, Andy, do you, Joe, and Cullen all go back together, like the same dodgeball groups, or how'd you guys all get together?
You know, I joined in the dodgeball in our formative teen years. It wasn't the 6th grade playground. I saw this guy. He's cruising to school with our goofy friend Joe.
Yeah, he is.
And he's got these the teachers, the lady teachers. They're all just flocking to him.
He is a cougar hunter.
I'm trying to pass class, so I'm like, that's the guy I need to hang out with and learn his secrets. He doesn't share them, but he is just high karate kicking it with the ladies.
Yeah, he's very quiet, so he's kind of hard to read. He's kind of hard to figure out. But Cullen's a nice guy, but he's kind of hard to read. So Andy, we're talking here with Andy, one of Cullen's best friends on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Cullen's leaving for North Dakota on Sunday for big-time baseball play-by-play gig. And we got Joe and Andy on the phone, but right now we're talking to Andy.
Hey, Andy, have you ever been this is the one thing Pep and I always want to know. He never shares anything with us about his home life. Have you ever been into, to see his domicile, his bedroom, or anything like that? What is it like?
What's on his walls? What kind of stuff does he
How does he live?
You guys don't know about the Mini Winnie?
No.
What? No.
That guy is living it up in a bachelor pad, cougar hunting, wood-paneled Winnebago.
He lives in...
he lets his parents have the house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty cool about it. He's like, they can stay. They cook dinner, mom and dad. Great. I want to be out here in the cool mobile. So I'm not sure if it's going to be there if he's taking that to North Dakota or not.
So he sleeps in a Winnebago in the backyard? Is that what it sounds like?
You're making it out to have you ever seen one of those fancy shows about the people with the fancy motorhomes?
Yes. Yeah,
Imagine that, but with wood paneling.
Wow, Cullen.
Does he decorate it? Like, does he decorate the inside?
Yeah, he's got, I think her name was Heather Thomas.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's got a poster of her on there. Something Fawcett or Flossett.
Farrah Fawcett?
Farrah Fawcett?
Yeah.
So he does like the Cougars.
Yeah, I tell you, the guy has to beat him off with a stick. You think that mild-mannered Gilligan persona, he's like, ma'am, let's talk about Mary Tyler Moore. Let's relive the good old days.
Ma'am.
Well, he does know our Cullen because Cullen's isn't Mary Tyler Moore one of your favorite shows of all time?
It's up there. It's up there.
What are some of your other favorite shows?
The Dick Van Dyke Show, Andy Griffith Show, Hogan's Heroes.
Wow.
You know what I would say though is if he ever says, "Hey guys, do you want to play canasta? I'm learning." Don't play him in canasta. Don't play him in mahjong.
He's really good.
Oh, he'll take the pants off you and the mortgage to your house.
Now, what are you going to do without Cullen for 3 months? I mean, you guys have been stalwart buddies for years.
Well, I'm hoping that the mini Winnie doesn't leave, and I can just hop the fence and maybe try and get some ladies over there. Cullen is the glue that holds us together.
Oh.
So. Well, hey Andy,
maybe I might try and rid myself of Joe for the summer, if you know what I mean.
Andy, we got to run here, but real quick, I know Joe's busy over there, but let me ask you because we got Andy on the line. Any bit of advice for your best friend Cullen before he goes off to North Dakota?
I think you need to give advice to North Dakota.
Oh, maybe.
Though that state does not know that the lady killer is a coming. If he pulled, 50 miles of the state line in that mini Winnie,
game over.
The divorce rate is gonna skyrocket. Those dudes up there yonder in the oil fields have no idea what's coming to troll their chicks.
Well, Joe and Andy, we really appreciate it. We've heard so much about you. It's good to actually get you on the phone and actually hear you guys, because for a while we thought they were made up. We didn't think they were real.
I thought they were made up the entire time.
I did too.
But it was really nice. Thank you, Joe and Andy, for reaching out to me. I know that Cullen means a lot to you guys. And I'll tell you what, he's sitting here right now. He's a little verklempt. He's a little sad, but he seems genuinely happy that you guys called in and to wish him well.
I'm not happy at all because they're hanging out without me.
He's got the ladies in North Dakota.
All to himself.
It's like a conquest for him. The guy's like Genghis Khan of the Inland Empire.
Joe and Andy, everybody, thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Have a great day, gents.
You too.
Thanks, buddy.
Wow, Joe and Andy.
They do exist.
Kind of like Snuffleupagus. I didn't think he was real. Joe and Andy was real like Snuffleupagus, but they are. They're real. They're real people. Real guys.
How did you guys get a hold of them?
Oh, no.
We've got people.
They reached out to me.
That doesn't seem like something they do.
Well, I kind of I hunted them down.
They met us in the middle.
So we talked a little bit this morning, and they said they were very excited to talk about you, and boy, they're really going to miss you. They're going to miss working out with you. And apparently, I didn't know you lived in a Winnebago in your parents' backyard.
Absolutely.
With wood paneling.
That's crazy.
Very detailed. When we come back here on the Inland Sports Show, your Players Championship golf update. And we got the Dodgers lineup for tonight. I love looking at the Dodgers lineup. It's like the highlight of my day because every night it's a little bit different. We'll look at that as well when we come back. Big thanks to Joe and Andy. It's the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Welcome back to the Inland Sports Show. This is Fox Sports IE 1350 AM and the Inland Sports Show hitting the airwaves every single weekday from 3 to 6 p.m. We appreciate you joining us. Hey, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. If you just search for Inland Sports Show, we'll pop up. We also got a YouTube channel. We'd love it if you hit subscribe. We really appreciate it. In fact, Jeff, I didn't tell you this. I didn't tell Hala. Well, of course I didn't tell Cullen. He's got 1 foot out the door. We just passed 800,000 views.
800,000
We're getting close to 1 million views.
1 million people?
And completely organic. We didn't buy views. We don't have fake people. Like, they're all real. All 100%.
Do you ever get these, though, on Facebook and Twitter? Do you ever get these things like, I want to request you as a friend, and it says, you have one mutual friend, and she's like a 10 or a 12.
It's fake.
They all look like playmates.
They're all fake.
They are?
They're all fake.
Are you kidding me?
You're like, man, all these...
I had all these beautiful babes that wanted to be my friend. I didn't realize, and they're all the same girl. They just have different names. Have you ever noticed that? They're like,
the thing is, they're probably not even a girl. That's the thing.
Well, either way, their picture looks great. I don't care if they're a guy or a girl. If they're beautiful, I don't ever accept them, though.
And you know what also is kind of peculiar? I was looking at some of the analytics. That's a fancy word when I find out who's watching what, where on our YouTube channel. We're big in the Philippines again.
What?
So we always have a strong audience in Mexico and Canada. And that hasn't changed. Mexico and Canada, they love us. They've opened up their arms and their hearts to us. But the Philippines skyrocketed. Remember, they were real big.
Yes.
And then they dropped off, and now the Philippines are back. So when you go through the YouTube channel, we're big in the Philippines again. I don't know why.
Because you're big with the servicemen. Everybody has posters of Pep Fernandez. Early
When
years.
they're stationed.
The early years. Didn't you have a shirtless poster of Pep Fernandez glistened in oil?
Right now in my garage, I have a big poster of myself.
Are you shirtless and glistening in oil?
No, I'm not.
No?
But that's a true story.
You don't have a
And I have
poster.
a mean face.
You do have a poster of yourself?
Yes, I do.
How do you have a poster of yourself?
I have a poster of myself in my garage.
What's it say?
I'm holding a football and I'm going like.
For
with
what?
A mean face.
For what? I got to know this.
Jeff, still am a very big deal.
A very big deal.
Why would I not have I had a billboard inside a Wiener Schnitzel parking lot.
Get out of here!
Yes.
Hey, we have somebody else on the line
Another
here.
person?
Yes.
Like, I had no idea about this one. Let's go back to the spoiled quick quality oil change celebrity hotline here on the Inland Sports Show. Again, the hotline's open, so I have no idea who this is. Welcome to the Inland Sports Show. Who is this?
Goodbye to Colin today. Is that what this is?
Hey!
There it is. This is the Goodbye Show.
Ghazal Hassan.
Goodbye. Yeah, it's never goodbye. It's always good luck. And so, yeah, Jeff actually called me. Hey, Pep, how are you? How's life going? How they treating you?
Hey, we are great. And I'm glad Ghazal called because he is a professional baseball broadcaster.
Very professional.
Cullen's just embarking on this journey. Ghazal, impart some words of wisdom for young Cullen here as he goes into baseball.
Okay, Colin, here's my advice for you, and you'll find it invaluable because I found it invaluable to me. 3 things. Number 1, use a crowd mic. Makes your broadcast, when you have 60 people there that sound like 6,000, just makes you seem cool, okay? Number 2, say the score. You can never say the score enough, and I'll amend that to give the score in the inning. You know, hey, it's 2-0 in the top of the ninth. And then the final thing is, when you're lining up for a meal, let the players go first. It's okay to eat with the coaches, but I've had people call me and say, hey, do you know any broadcasters? We need to get rid of this guy because he gets in line first for the meal.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to be that guy. That's
So
good wisdom.
You can eat as much as you want. They don't mind if you eat a lot as long as you wait for
Don't go
to be served first. But, yeah, exactly. Don't
Are
go.
you taking
so
notes,
those are my
Colin?
3
You
things.
writing this down?
Oh, yeah, I'm writing everything down.
Okay.
Word for word.
But no, all kidding aside, I mean, those are all very important. I wish you luck. I know you're going to do fantastic. You work real hard. You work at your craft. I know you want to get better, and I appreciate that. You know, I know I was a little bit of a little hard sometimes when I would critique you, but you always took it well. You listened to what I said and not what I said, and I've been impressed by how far you've come already. And I know when you come back in the fall, you're just going to be so much better. And I wish you luck. And I hope you just, you know what, enjoy don't get bogged down and like in self-critique and in stress and anxiety, enjoy the experience. It's going to be fun. You're going to be in North Dakota for 3 months, and it should be awesome for you.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Gazal.
Thanks, Gazal. We appreciate it, brother. Thanks for taking a couple minutes to tell Cullen goodbye and best of luck.
Yeah, no, I wish him well, and hopefully when he comes back in the fall, CBU will have a whole new perspective to bring to CBU.
He'll be running CBU by the time he gets back, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Thanks, Gazal. We appreciate it, brother.
Thanks, Gazal. You're the man.
No problem, guys. Thank you.
Gazal Hassan, the voice of CIF football on Riverside TV, UCR baseball, Cal State Northridge basketball, all kinds of good stuff. He's been at this a long time, so Cullen, I hope you're taking notes over there.
Hey, you forgot the biggest accomplishment.
What's the biggest one?
He was a writer for Pauly Shore, for gosh sakes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Pauly Shore still in the game? Does he do like stand-up or anything like that?
I believe he's probably running the Comedy Store. I think he owns the Comedy Store down in Los Angeles.
Oh, he does?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's doing just fine.
He's doing really fine, probably because of Gazal's jokes, for gosh sakes.
I was holding out for Encino Man, too. I was holding out. I'm still holding out. It might happen. The Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Kin Sporting Goods. More than 40 years in the Inland Empire, taking care of all of your sporting gear needs. They do team sales, no order big, too small. They also do your Letterman's jacket. So if you're a big-time high school sports star, get your Letterman's jacket, go to Kin Sporting Goods. They'll hook it all the way up. Okay, we got the Dodgers lineup for tonight against the awful Cincinnati Reds. You guys want to hear it?
Does Pete Rose still play for them?
For the Reds?
Yes.
No, I think he retired.
The big Joe Morgan. Does Joe Morgan still play?
Chris Sabo. Barry Larkin.
Johnny Bench.
Johnny Bench.
So
you go a little before my era.
George Foster.
No.
Oh, darn it. Who cares then?
No Chris Sabo. No Eric Davis.
Eric Davis.
No Barry Larkin.
Jose
Rojo. Was it Rojo?
Pete Rose.
No Pete.
He's betting, I bet. I bet you he's betting on the game.
Here's the Dodger lineup for tonight against Cincinnati, because it's my favorite part of the show, looking at the Dodgers lineup. Because I like to go inside the brain of old Dave Roberts, see what he's trying to figure out here as he kind of mashes this batting order and this lineup, who's going to run out to the field each night. Chris Taylor leading off, playing at short. Second, and playing in center field, it's going to be Jock Peterson at catcher, and hitting third, Yasmani Grandal at first base, and cleanup is Cody Bellinger. Batting fifth in left field, Matt Kemp. Chase Utley playing second base and hitting sixth. And I got a Chase Utley take in a second. Hitting seventh, Yasiel Puig. In right field at third, it's going to be Max Muncy and Walker Buehler, as we said, on the mound. Hopefully trying to go for back-to-back no-nos. Chase Utley. Now, here's why I would start Austin Barnes at second base, the pride of Riverside Poly. Chase Utley currently leads Major League Baseball with 7 pinch hits.
He does?
He is 7 of 12 coming off the bench as a pinch hitter. The best in baseball. In fact, last night he had a 2-run double against first-place Arizona, and that was the difference in the game. So, wouldn't you like to have Chase Utley coming off your bench in case you need him? Because you know Austin Barnes is a great bat in the lineup too. He's going to do just fine.
Oh yeah.
So, but no, they're going to let Chase Utley play tonight at second base, and no Austin Barnes and no Kike Hernandez.
A little strange.
Kind of interesting, yeah. Like,
These are games you need to win. Put your guys in your studs.
The Reds are ripe for the picking. They're awful. These are games that you should easily win at home. And again, if Arizona can maybe drop a game or two here and there, that's where you make up the ground. You kind of close that separation between the first-place D-backs and where the Dodgers are right now. So that's the Dodgers lineup coming up tonight, and Chase Utley has been fantastic coming off the bench for the Dodgers. We also have the Players' Championship taking place. Cullen Holt is standing by at the Inland Sports Update desk here in the studio at Fox Sports IE. Let me toss it over to Cullen, because I think the golfers are off the course, right? Everybody's in the clubhouse. It's over for the first round.
Yeah, everybody's off the course for the round 1. Everybody will golf again tomorrow in round 2, and then the cut happens. Top 70 golfers, whoever's tied at 70th as well, will go on to rounds 3 and 4. Local guys were already off the course, so we already got their scores. Lots of people under 6 at the top of the leaderboard, including Dustin Johnson.
Hey, and thank you for that, Cullen. And a big thanks to Aquinas High School. They just tweeted at Inland Sports for their Falcons swim team moving on to the D4 CIF Finals. So if you tweet us, it's going to go live on the show. So big thanks to Aquinas High School. We just punched it up right now on the channel. So very cool. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at @inland_sports. And better yet, even tweet at us because we'd love to put your score or your sports take live on the show. We'll talk about it. We'll also put it up on our YouTube channel, which we just did right now for Aquinas High School. So thanks, Falcons. We appreciate the follow, and thanks for the love for the Inland Sports Show. We come back. We've got a CBU baseball update. Again, a huge day for the Lancers out there at Dixie State as they wrap up the regular season, and a look at your Major League Baseball scores from this afternoon. We'll be back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
How you guys doing? Ray Bass here again at Corona High with the Corona High football program with the one and only Pep Fernandez. Today's boost training tip, it's all about top end speed, getting our knees up. We're talking about the A-run. Come see what it's all about. Okay, so we're working on right now, you can call it top end speed, absolute speed, max speed. Really all that means is that we're opening up our stride, getting our knees up. And one of the things we like to emphasize here is that cyclical action with the legs. So with the A-run, all we're doing is pulling our heel to our butt, stepping over and around the opposite knee, and it's all about turnover. We want to get as many reps as we can. So Jake's going to go ahead, he's going to jog to the hash, and then he's going to hit a nice and quick A-run all the way to the opposite hash. Here we go, ready? And go. Jog, 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 hit. Heel to the butt, toes up, over and around, over and around, over and around, over and around. Nice, very nice, very nice. So you want to get as many reps as you can here. You always want to have your ankle locked, toes pointing to the top of your shoe. A great drill to emphasize is getting your knees up, getting that cyclical action, the A-run. If you're not doing it, you better be doing it, and we do it right here at Boost.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Gasoline for triple action engine.
focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Jeff Gorham.
Welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 a.m. We appreciate you joining us here on this Thursday. About 18 more good minutes of this show. I mean, real good, solid minutes of sports talk here on the Inland Sports Show. Then we turn things over. Who is it, JT the Brick after us? JT the Brick. It's okay. And then it goes on to the real show, the Mike Linskog Show, better known as the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes later tonight. What are you looking at over there, Jeff?
Hey, I've got some breaking news about here at UC Riverside men's basketball.
You do?
Well, they've got their basketball camps are out.
They do.
In fact, David Patrick basketball camps are going to start in June. The Elite Camp 1 is June 16th. The Father's Day Camp is a one-day deal. It's June 17th.
Father's Day Camp.
Yeah, so if you want to go to a camp and with your son, you can work out with your son for a day. It sounds like a day camp. And then they have the Mini Highlanders Camp June 25th through the 29th. And the Day Camp 1, July 23rd through the 26th. Day Camp 2, July 30th through August 2nd. And the High School Elite Camp, August 4th. So if you'd like to visit and be a part of this basketball camps, visit davidpatrickbasketballcamps.com for more information or go Highlanders.com.
Very, very cool. And the Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Spoiled, quick quality oil change. You'll be spoiling yourself and your car when you go in there every 3,000 or 5,000 miles. Go check out Spoiled, quick quality oil change. All right, right now in St. George, Utah. Have you guys ever been there?
Yes.
I know you have.
I have, yeah.
I went there. We stopped once on our way to Montana.
Is that the University of Southern Utah? Southern Utah University?
No, that's
or is it?
That's Cedar City.
Cedar City.
But no, Dixie State.
Dixie State. Okay, yes, I've been.
Ate
there.
at a Five Guys there.
You ate at a Five Guys?
Is that the burger place?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ate at a Five Guys there.
That's okay. Vastly overrated compared. Vastly overrated compared to the old In-N-Out.
You'd pick In-N-Out over Five Guys.
Yeah, because
any day of the week.
I'm a California guy. It's a California chain. I don't want anything from Jersey.
Are they from Jersey?
Yeah, they're from Jersey. Five Guys. Hey, come on.
Hey,
Five Guys.
Jersey.
Five Guys. Hey.
CBU's in St. George, Utah.
St. George,
for Dixie
Utah.
State. Final day of the regular season as they wrap up their final year in the Pac West Conference. It's a doubleheader today against the Dixie State Trailblazers and CBU, number 3 in the West region right now, number 18 in the entire country. They are leading game 2 of the doubleheader by a score of 13-9 in the 7th inning. They dropped the first game of the doubleheader today, heartbreaking fashion. Bottom of the ninth, the Trailblazers pushed across the winning run. So CBU trying to take the second game of the double dip and go into the postseason on a high note. Try to win some games here and go into the postseason. We'll find out. Again, Sunday night is the NCAA selection show. So we'll find out if CBU makes it to the postseason. I think they got a good shot.
They better.
Win or lose tonight, I think they got a good shot.
If they don't, I'm going to go down and punch them out.
Punch who out?
The whole entire NCAA.
Oh, wonder where they're doing it. Where's headquarters?
All over, everywhere. They're omnipotent.
Minot.
Minot, North Dakota.
Actually, you know what? I think Minot State, isn't that a school? I think that's a real school.
Yeah, it's NCAA Division II.
Division II. What if CBU played Minot?
We have our guy Cullen Holt out there.
Hey, will you look up Minot, what their baseball and softball teams are doing? Like, if they're really good, like, is there a potential, like, CBU versus Minot matchup coming up?
There's only 15 students in the entire school. Yeah, I don't know if that'll have a possibility. They would be in the north.
Minot State, 32-15 overall.
Oh, is this for baseball?
Yeah.
Oh, they're really good.
Hey, the Saber Dogs got a couple Minot State Beavers going to be joining us for the summer.
The Minot State Beavers. So we could have Minot State versus Cal Baptist for the national championship in baseball.
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't it?
No.
How are they in softball? You looked them
Softball.
up?
Let's see.
Because I'm really curious about Minot State.
Their softball team is the Beavers, too? They're just the Beavers? That's their name?
I believe so.
Like Oregon State.
Beavers.
Softball, 25-24 overall.
And they're not going to
12
make
and 14 in conference.
But baseball, we could have a CBU versus Minot State.
God, please no.
Baseball championship.
Can we not call it?
Cullen's heart would be torn in two.
No one was going to watch it. They're going to go, who? Minot State? That's like if you had the Cincinnati Reds.
The Reds against the Royals or the Orioles.
Yes, that would be it. No one wants to see that. I want to see CBU play against like Azusa in the national championship. Two West teams.
I don't think that'll happen. Probably only one out of the West.
Whatever.
Man, hey, Cullen, look at the Major League Baseball scores from this afternoon. Again, we're going to put you to work until you leave here.
One last time.
We've got like 13 minutes to make Cullen work.
13 minutes?
But then he comes back just in time for football season, and then it's going to get really juicy. That's when we really get things going around here. Football season is our busiest time of the year. So you're going to – Minot, the Saber Dogs is going to seem like a vacation for you, Cullen, by the time you get back. Then we really get our hands dirty and get to work.
All right, Thursday, May 10th, only one game has gone final.
Is that the Phillies?
Phillies beat the Giants 6-3.
They
couple
still
games
won.
in progress right now. Brewers on top of the Rockies, 1-0. Atlanta leading the Marlins, 1-0 as well. Seattle Mariners all over the Blue Jays, 8-2. We got a 9-6 lead for the Baltimore Orioles over the Royals. And the Red Sox leading the Yankees, 3-0.
That is wonderful as I'm yawning over here. No, I'm sorry. It has nothing to do with you, Colin.
Hey, we will not be here tomorrow.
We won't?
We are on vacation.
What are we going to do? Are we having that picnic? You guys going to come over and we debate with me?
No, I'm not doing that.
That's what I did before. I'd say milking cows was my first real job, and then I graduated to Baskin-Robbins after that.
Oh, that's.
But my first money that I made on my own.
Yes.
There was all these open lots, and there's a big fire hazard in Northern California. So you would get paid by the owners to go out with the big gas-powered weed eaters.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine, his name was Steve. He had his own weed abatement business. So we'd go out there, and we'd clear out all these lots with the big gas-powered weed eaters. And he made pretty good money doing weed abatement. So that's what I did all summer. That I made my first real money, but it was just cash. But my first real paycheck with my name on it.
Yes.
The cows, the dairy, milking cows.
Yeah, you don't want
the real money.
Sounds like a
milk. They call it white gold.
No, they don't. It's milk. Are you the only 5 gallons?
Are you low on milk?
No, I went to Costco yesterday.
Last night?
Hey, I did go to Costco last night.
I know you did.
And
you got 5 gallons in the outside fridge in the garage. No. I know all about it.
No, I saw a former football coach out of Reno Valley years and years ago. I'm going to say Coach Burns was his name. And he saw me and he says, "Hey, I love you guys' radio show."
He loves it?
Yeah. And I said, "Well, thanks, Coach." And then he goes, "Now, when are you going to get off the air?"
Why do you need so much milk, Jeff?
Yeah,
Is that what he said when he looked in your basket?
No, did he?
What's with all the milk?
No, he did ask me why I had so many fruit snacks, though. I had a lot of fruit snacks, boxes of them.
I love fruit snacks.
He was like, why do you have so many fruit snacks? Because I have millions of kids.
You're like, I'm low. I've only got 4 boxes out in the garage. You got nephews?
Yeah, I got my nephew and niece who eat everything.
I have never seen Pep Fernandez more excited than the day we were at the Ken Hubbs Awards. And I said, hey, Pep, I've got some extra snacks in my bag. You want something? He's like, maybe. I pulled out the Kellogg's fruit snacks.
That's what I have.
And I've never seen Pep so excited. He's like,
probably true.
These are my favorite.
Yeah. I have the palate of a 5-year-old.
Wait, there was somewhere
Fruit
else.
snacks, chicken nuggets, mac and cheese.
We were on the bus this year with UCR,
Okay.
and there was fruit snacks, and there was one left. And I remember I had it in my pocket all day. Do you remember this? I kept it. I'm not joking.
I was starving.
I knew that he wanted this fruit snack
I was
really
starving.
bad. So I kept it in my pocket. It was warm.
Where were we on? One of the UCR trips.
Yeah. But there was
Davis?
one left, and I remember I grabbed it. And I saw your face. So I put it in my pocket all day so it was nice and warm. And then I gave it to him at the end of the night. And he was like, they're all warm, and they were melted. They had juice in them. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, those are good, too. Yeah, I like those.
And he was like, oh, these are great. And I'm like, yeah, they've been in my pocket all day long.
You make it sound like it's a bad thing. Like,
No,
it's
it was
gross.
just- it was
Is that
fu-
gross?
No, it was
You guys
just
are all
funny.
nodding, yeah.
It was funny. I did that on purpose.
They were really good.
Yeah.
I love fruit snacks. All right, we come back here on the Inland Sports Show. We're going to wrap this thing up. We're going to say adios to Cullen. He's going to North Dakota. We'll get you all set for Rancho Cucamonga taking on still Lake Elsinore? Still Lake Elsinore tonight against the Storm. We'll be back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
That our contest?
What are you doing?
Nothing. Sitting here watching the game.
Are you all alone?
What's up?
What's that? What the? Who's that?
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. We're just about done. Hey, just a quick reminder on our Inland Sports channel on YouTube. You know, we stream live.
We do.
And we have tweets. So if you tweet at Inland_sports, so please follow us on Twitter. Please tweet at us. We can punch it up on the screen. So our most recent one was by a guy named Jeff Gorham, and he wrote, "I love Jeff Gorham" on the Inland Sports Show.
I sure
That's on
do.
the screen right now.
I tell you what, look at all the pretty ladies that are responding to it. Oh, never mind. There was two really pretty ladies.
I did too.
And then, you did. And then, of course, our buddy, Mike Cholitos. Mike Cholitos.
Cholitos? It sounds like something you get at Taco Bell.
I'm telling you, man, he loved it. He said, I endorse this remark. So, Mike Cholitos, Shadia, our friend here on the station.
Yeah.
And then Taylor Dawkins.
Taylor Dawkins.
And
we
Debbie.
love Taylor Dawkins.
Even Debbie.
And Debbie Dawkins.
In fact, I'm going to go.
A lot of Dawkins.
I'm going to go watch the Dawkins, the whole Dawkins family.
You're right.
I'm going to be there Saturday at 2 o'clock. I'm going to go watch Cal State Fullerton battle UC Riverside.
Oh, against UCR. That's a big time.
I'm going to wear my UCR basketball shirt and my Cal State Fullerton hat. But I'm telling you what, I'm always there. The Dawkins and the Dawkins family.
Fullerton's going to make the playoffs, right?
They're 16-2.
They're going to win the conference.
They should.
They're going to win the Big West.
Yes.
The Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Catalana Motors in Corona off of Temescal Canyon Road. Buy, trade, and finance. This week's special, get a load of this. And you're going to save thousands of dollars.
Millions.
Did I mention thousands of dollars? You're going to save it. Back in your pocket. A 2014 Chevy Camaro. You're going to look so cool driving around. Black on black with black rims. The coolest guy in the IE. And it's under $15,000.
What? What year is this?
I know. A 2014.
Holy
You're not going to believe
cow.
it.
I love it.
You will be the coolest guy in the Inland Empire only if you go to Catalana Motors in Corona off of Temescal Canyon Road. Quick other look, peek at the CBU baseball score. 13-13 against Dixie State in the 7th inning.
26 runs.
That game got wild.
Lots of hits and homers, apparently.
Lots. Quakes baseball coming your way. They're still down in Lake Elsinore. First pitch at 7 o'clock. Pre-game starts 6:45 with Mike Skoggy Skog.
Gogginator.
Skogalicious. Skog Dog. As for us, we're off tomorrow. We're taking Friday off, a 3-day weekend, but we'll be back on Monday at 3 o'clock.
Hey, goodbye, Cullen.
Cullen, this is it.
Get the hell out of here. Go to Minot.
I'll be back.
No, you won't.
I'll be back. He better. We need him for football. He better be back.
No, he's going to be kidnapped. He'll be thrown in a basement somewhere for a long time.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day this weekend. Cullen, we love you. We'll see you Monday at 3 o'clock for the Inland Sports Show and Quakes baseball coming up in about 45 minutes. We'll see you after a long 3-day weekend for us. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.